right.
Yeah, man, we're going to see everything. Yeah, man. The Titans were here.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, me could tell you next week, Friday, no worries, you know.
Worries.
No worries next week, Friday.
Worries.
Hey, people, may I tell you this? Everybody I call from all over the place and get ready, so you know. I said, let me tell you this. You also got to enjoy yourself.
Yes, man.
Corona so nice next week.
Now chip in from early.
Well, our is, man. Our is. Right. Saying, the Titans them there. Hey, we have a lot of things to deal with them. Because we start the show because we have so much things to deal with. A million things we have to deal with. So we start the show, yeah? We are here. Titans up.
Live there.
Yeah,
Live.
Go on, my brother.
Blessings, my brother. Go on.
I'm here, my brother.
Yeah, man. We're there to do the people's work, you know.
As usual.
Yeah, I was here Thursday, you know, say a double charge.
Well, you know what go. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Why, what in retrospect?
You know, Sammy. But tell me what now. Remember telling them I'm going to look around now when I'm going with the Titans. Can you hear this now? You have, you know, say, Darrell fans, they tell us not now hide, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
One word, yes, not now hide. Now, when the eagle fly out, and you have a prime minister with around 19 officers, 19 different agencies in their office.
Yeah.
And the eagle must pitch nest in there, have nest in there.
Of course.
Did I ever tell them that?
They need to know that.
How much time I tell them so with the side of them?
All right.
So we're not going to get some sperm wheel and say, hey, we're watching our water, some garden. We don't do that. We show so with the side of them. Right? Exactly. No, we show Big Mama them, the mouthpiece and the money with them, because them in arrears, you know.
Yes.
Yes, and them mouthpiece in arrears, right? The mouthpiece in arrears.
Yeah, and Big Mama will always be in arrears, because I remember I'm love in arrears.
So them in arrears, and enough money in arrears, them in, you know.
Exactly.
See I say? Yes, yeah. Enough money. So, them no want to chastise and I plan for go some of the people when I poor thing, them don't know me. We don't know that. But I can tell them for smarter than that. Me don't tell them from long time, say, hey, me decide I want to, you know, me had to win. You not tell them that.
Yeah.
Remember when I do tabloid run here?
Them supposed to know.
Yes.
They're supposed to know.
So I'm showing them something. Well, I'll put up this again because I hit at them, you know. So I'm going to put it up again. And we'll start from this. Yeah? God, this now, them I try to crucify one bag of people. And I blame them. Let me tell you this. As long as ever office, Prime Minister office, well, what them have in there? NEPA. Them have, when them have Ministry of Job Creation and Job.
Yes.
Them must have the eagle have nest in there.
Yes.
Them have all kind of things in there. ODP, them have all kind of things in there. So the eagle just fly out. Nest. Have a home in there too.
Fam, the eagle are going to have nest in there. Titans are going to have nest in there.
I
mean, we are going to have nest in there.
We have nest in there. See, but I would decide I catch this bully and the one of them. So we're up there, so too. With the side of the one of them, we show them. We show them things all the way. Look on this now. Exactly. And this will give them the problem. Look on this.
People, you know, some really.
Look on the name. You see the name there? Me sure na run.
Nationwide.
The Titan be see up there, so.
Nationwide
Some money here, so. What the money they look like to you?
Whoa.
The 23, you wanna see it?
Yeah.
Look on them money here. No, in arrears, I remember going on the commercial, man. I stop it when it go right.
Mouthpiece coming up. Yeah, man, read mouthpiece. I'm want to look on this. Anything when I show you know, it have to sell it.
All right, so total.
What?
Total arrears.
53 million 820,362 dollars 22 cents.
I know the Titan know this. So tell me.
No. Titan can't hold them money there. Them come for a long time.
No. We don't like arrears, so we're not gonna be in arrears.
That is it.
That is it.
So I remember look on the year. 2023. So him not have the moral authority. Look, see that? Them not have no moral authority for talk for the Prime Minister neither. Because from 2021, him can't declare statutory declaration. Him can't declare that. So, but look at this at 2020 this. And the same way like the Prime Minister, this a year before the Prime Minister will not take them arrears. Yeah, look on the arrears. Look on that.
Now write it down to man.
Write it down, man.
Yeah, man.
See? You have to write that down.
Yeah, man, I write it down. I take note.
Yeah, man.
Nah, Mr. Titan.
And this them I try to crucify some poor innocent people for now. Eh? When I give them a rundown, you know, because you know them I try crucify the poor people, them you have to give them a look rundown. I said no, but we not miss the target, man. Me the right side, I want to tell them some of the right side. I mean, we not coming like the sperm wheel level just talk about foolishness, you know. We are sure some of the side of them.
Exactly.
So anything we want, we get it from out of the Prime Minister office.
Yes.
And
we want it to get it.
So we don't know. To them I do this, you know, somebody I say, if them for sweep out the bug. But me I say if them sweep out the bug, Titan, look here.
Yes.
Them can't sweep the office the bug. Come let me show you why. Look here. If it sweep the office the bug, I get rid of that bug, yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna bug you alone. Eh?
You say you're easy. So if they sweep the bug, you go to the tumble.
Look there. So if remember them naturally have bug up there.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can't sweep your office the bug. Because you get rid of your right hand bug them.
Yes.
Eh?
Exactly.
Now, who allow them amount of kind of arrears here for run up in arrears? No other business place. Ladies say get our home taken away. Being a man must get something from him taken away the same way. And it continue who them take for things some. See?
Exactly.
I wish artists them stop. You know owe them kind of money here. But a man owe like nearly 54 million. Just declare 54 million.
Yeah, man, you can't run off that. You can't run off that to 54 million.
Of course.
Yeah.
And not our I'm sure.
And this time of the year, it's nearing 55 million or more.
But
we have past 55 million.
Good point, Lied, because that if you go down to the total, bring it down to the total and let me see here when the total reads out. What was that? 2023?
23. See that
2022.
23.
23, yes.
2023. Okay. 53 million.
Exactly.
820,362.22.
So is he?
We're gone half of the year already, so you know, say him gone over 55 million heading 56
More than that.
currently.
It's supposed to be.
But again, Wayne, this is a very serious situation, you know. I know you understand why Nationwide has been backed into a corner. In the government, if Nationwide try to go against the government, any way, shape, or form, you understand? This is what the government have over Nationwide head. You understand? And so then, if Nationwide doesn't want to be closed down, he now has to be the bad news for the government. So he automatically, you understand, doing the government bid as a result of this. And it goes to show you the criminality of Andrew Holness, because this should not be allowed.
No.
Right here, that what we are looking on, Wayne, we are looking on nationwide, right? Having a total arrears of $54 million when we round it off. Right? Now, this is very serious. Simply mean for people to understand that this man hold tax. You understand? So he's indirectly robbing, you understand, the tax revenues. He's robbing the government revenues. And Andrew Holness, you understand, allowed him to do this. It goes to show you, you understand how corrupted Andrew Holness is. Because this is clear evidence. He can't hide it.
No.
Clear evidence that Nationwide owed $4 million,
Yes.
judging from 2020
to 23.
to
So you
2023.
can't afford you could appear after this, all of this. Can accumulate up more, you know, in arrears, you know. So no money and bill up on it.
Yeah. And if he is not paying, right, on this arrears, if he's not paying it down, then, I mean, this is supposed to escalate somewhere, partially going to might be about 55 right now, as what Light said. This is a serious indictment on the government, a very serious indictment on Andrew Holness. You understand? In allowing this man, you understand, to owe so much money, right? Robbing the government revenues. But I don't expect that Andrew Holness, you understand, would be someone who want to create checks and balance and come down on this, because they are. When we see the Integrity Commission investigators as it relates to the 2022 to 2023 annual report, bringing out six members of parliament for illicit enrichment. And now where we see that the annual report from 2023 to 2024 has an additional 2. It's a disgrace. It's an obvious disgrace to the Jamaica Labour Party government. And you know what we want to watch, Wayne? We want to see, since now this came out, what is the PSOJ is doing about it? What civil society is doing about this? This is a blatant thing, right? Andrew Holness should not be allowed, you understand, to continue in his office. Andrew Holness has to answer to this. And then I am, when we talk about we are targeting this situation with this statutory declaration, it is so important because it affects every other thing in terms of when contract giving out, and we are seeing now that Andrew Holness giving out all sort of contract. Who those contracts are going to and when? We don't know.
Friends and company.
Friends and companies gone back. You understand, as it relates to, political kickbacks.
Yes.
It is a criminal organization, right? Look, there's no guessing in this. This is a blatant thing as it relates to Nationwide. Why Nationwide still being in arrears for 54 million? So people the entire Jamaica need to understand that when Cliff Hughes, right, coming out defending Andrew Holness by any means necessary, this is the reason why he's defending Andrew Holness.
I'm coming now, but hear this though. More address this though. Him from 2020, he has so much money in arrears. I see him try to touch a little piece of arrears and him still have more arrears. I can't see where I paid them but the arrears now. So the arrears is just a build up more, right?
Yeah.
And so the arrears, I'll him touch it. Him now touch enough to go pay it off. So
to reduce the
in 2020, Andrew declaration not declared from 2021. So I'm Andrew at the same boat.
Same boat.
For Andrew. You see it? Them in the same little boat as sale.
Yeah.
From 2021, 22, 20, statutory declaration don't declare. Yes, lady.
Yes.
Come in, lady.
I just want to say, greetings and blessings to everyone out there tuning in tonight. Yeah, we have a lot of things to discuss. And I just want to start by asking, where is the TOJ in all of this? Because for sure, tax office of Jamaica should have highlighted this. But it seems like Gagada is on all the government entities.
Right.
No one can come out and speak in authority as their job description allow them to. Prime Minister gag them. Because nationwide should have been winded up long time. Because it's more than 12 months now I'm seeing this high exorbitant amount of tax arrears. And no one else could have operated a business in Jamaica without any affiliation to Andrew Holness government and owe tax office of Jamaica that amount of money. That business would have been wind up. You would have bailiff come in and remove things from that place and close it down.
You're right.
So now we are seeing the corruption.
It's very clear.
Because Big Mama nationwide and the rest of allies them, you know, is one big entity of corruption. Because the people not getting anything from nationwide. No source of information where media is concerned. It's all propagandas and lies.
Exactly.
Because this is what Andrew Holness is paying Big Mama to do. Tell pure lie.
Yeah.
Misinformation to the public at large. Nobody can believe them and them go around and pull off a lot of stunt. It's like them have some farmer shares in Hollywood. Basically. God knows, fire, Granny Subaru, up at the PMP place, them say rape allegation, and many more we could put out there.
SSL.
So now we know what is happening.
Yes.
You understand? But the tax office and the integrity commission, them have a lot to answer to as well. Because a country cannot run under this type of imbalance. Now we see where all these 1.7 trillions and all the money where them waste to pay rent for building when them occupy, burial come, and we see where all of these money could have benefited the people immensely.
Sure.
You take 1.7 trillion plus the rest of money where them give it for rent. And Big Mama tax had it, plus the contract with them a give out. And you see how much work this amount of money could have done for the suffering Jamaican.
Yes.
In a very, very bad time, like Hurricane Beryl. So, I mean, we've been highlighting it to the people in Jamaica all along. That they are being shortchanged by this corrupted government, criminal government, uncaring government. So Beryl has opened up a new chapter.
Yeah.
So for everyone to see that the government is uncaring government, not fit for serving Jamaican citizens. Because I see an interview conducted and he's literally, you know, paying scant respect to the person who is telling him about their situation. He's telling them that if they, you know, show some form of concern and some form of gratitude, then the government will come and assist. No, the people don't no need to show that. The people is crying out for help. You should be having some money set aside, disbursed throughout the parishes for, you know, rehabilitation.
Yes.
Every parish should get a certain amount of money after you do your assessment.
Yes.
And that's the government package for rebuilding the country. But all the money being stolen long time, the country broke. But what I would also advise Andrew Holness to do, him and him parliamentarian them, give back 1 month of them high salary on to get with it. If all I want to contribute 1 month of it instead of turning to the diaspora not working these amount of money won't work a year time.
Yeah.
And more of a fact when you don't really work. Diaspora for work for them little much. But no one turn to diaspora rather than donating 1 hour a month with salary.
Yeah.
It's a time of needs. The PSOJ, them we don't hear Al Grace Kennedy come out and say, well then, they might put some food in the parishes them that's most needed. No government entity, no private sector, nobody on the ground doing anything. Them can't send across the water to the diaspora. So it's an uncaring government that's not fit to serve that is running Jamaica. And we've been telling the people them long time, but them see now for themselves. And
Yes.
Big Mama radio station, it for wind up. Because it's more than a year I've been seeing this amount of money being owed in tax arrears. And nobody in a Jamaica, a little small man can't hold that. You run a vehicle on the road and you don't pay insurance, them come, them clamp it, them seize it.
Exactly.
You know, nothing you can do and you don't pay your dues. But Big Mama can afford to be running a radio station which is from 2020 in arrears. So man, the Prime Minister have the same fault.
It's crazy.
Basically, one can declare and one in arrears.
Yes.
I yield back to the panel.
All right. So as it was said that more as something me I look for sure, you know. Oh, them a talk about them a give the let me see if I can't find it right. So let me see if I this more to the seat. Head ministry, another one here. I want to see. I look for it. Oh, them a say, you know, them pass something. Let's say Darrell Falls, them a pass something now for, you know, give the motorists them a ease. And Chuck him a say 2 trailer load a ticket in there. So, you know, it and like him that say, boy, it no good for the, you know, motorists them have to pay, you know, and them have to pay penalty in a 30 days, pound this. And you know, like him a say, oh God man, it's suffering like I wanna do it.
Exactly.
On pass it pound and make them come and go like imaginal. You remember telling us something?
Yeah.
I tell you Chuck something.
Exactly.
I tell them all mistake, brother. You couldn't sit down, you Andrew and none of them, and pass something, and it make it so bad, you know the police them up there, and then when the same one come make a speech like this, the whole one full of shit. Can't remember when they can't trick around here, you know?
Yeah.
So you can put in something in a law and mash up some people and arrest them and do everything. And they might talk about, oh God, I yes, sorry for. Remember not bring that one here.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Them knows the general election is near.
Yes.
So they come out now with all of them, you know, them political strategy, them reverse psychology, and
Yes.
all of that. Now, look at this now, Wayne.
Yes.
I saw recently where the government now is talking about SSL. So SSL now resurfaced back into the news. And my God, Wayne, and lied. Watch here. First, let me say, big up to all the persons in the chat. You know, my lost my manners. Totally. You understand? So let me say big up to all the persons in the chat. Right? Forgive me for my bad manners. All right. So I am saying that they are now resurfacing SSL, right? And acting as if Wayne and lied that they are looking out for the interests of the investors. You understand? And you're talking about they are going to challenge, right, SSL authority from not winding down. Now look here, all of that is bulls. Let me come with a particular evidence and show Nigel Clark. Say Nigel Clark and particularly Andrew Holness, right? They are the one who are responsible for SSL. So now let us show how they are responsible. Now let us shift to $1.7 trillion that have been missing from the treasury. Now, the most bulk of that targeting 3 main areas: education, right, health, and the office of the Prime Minister office. The office of the Prime Minister. Those are the 3 entities that caught up with the 1.7 trillion. Let us put under the focus which one of the 3 offices that has the most, you understand, defaults is the Ministry of Health. Now, $600 billion. You understand? Unaccounted for. And here what is unaccounted for. You are going to tell me that the appropriation account, right, that's supposed to be submitted every financial year, which is the 1st of April, right, to March 31st, the preceding year, right? That is a financial year, you understand, for Jamaica. April 1st and ending March 31st, the preceding year. You understand? So then you are going to tell me that the appropriation account, as it relates to the permanent secretary, the Ministry of Health permanent secretary, not realizing that the appropriation account not being submitted, you understand, on a yearly basis on time. No, seriously, think of it, Lyden and Wayne. The appropriation account, right? The permanent secretary who responsible for all accounting apparatus, every accounting apparatus should have known that by April 1st to ending March 31st, right? You're supposed to finish that report. That report's supposed to go in. And you're going to tell me that the government from 2017 until now, that under the Ministry of Health, you have lost $600 billion. And you can't say what happened because guess what? Poor procurement procedures, you don't know where this go, and some people dead, you can't get no information from them, and this and that. This is a criminal network.
Hear this. Even come out and say, him say man. Yes, the secretary, permanent secretary, I'll say he might have to take the file and sign because they have some officer now sign it because they're gonna pay some penalty and they might read some things and so them now sign it because who they deal with it, them gone and them this. So he might have to go face it and then me see them at say some other good thing that a garbage him attack. Him should get fired same time.
Right.
I want to check out him background.
Right.
Him forget fired and tough time should move same time too. For the what of this.
So you're going to tell me what these are the persons it affected. Number one, it is going to affect the permanent secretary. The permanent secretary should have known that. The permanent secretary handling all accounting apparatus. So the permanent secretary now should definitely make the necessary report and move, you understand, to seal the gap if there's a gap where that is concerned. Now, Tufton, you understand, who supervise, right, at the helm of the ministry, right, should have known. Not only that.
Should have known, yes.
If Tufton know, right, where Tufton supposed to know, then, of course, Nigel Clark is going to know because Nigel Clark, you understand, has to be the person, you understand, who sign off and authorize on final payment. Right? And if Nigel Clark know, Andrew Holness.
The cabinet have to know. They have to keep that because remember upkeep and you have to
Exactly.
in the square.
Right.
Yeah. So the cabinet have to know.
So then you're going to tell me that they all sit down, right? And just, have that gap. So that money just missing. That it comes down to what? $1.6 trillion missing. And you cannot have any form of, strong explanation as to say why. No, it is a syndicate. You understand, of corruptors. They are corrupt. So I am surprised, to be honest, I am surprised that right about now, only 8, right, members of parliament being under the microscope for illicit enrichment. Let us face this now, Lyd. Watch this now. The Prime Minister have a serious problem. The Prime Minister, and let me say this in extension. the Prime Minister and his wife have a very, very serious problem. Serious problem. What the Prime Minister, what we are looking at, the Prime Minister, let us just target alone the Prime Minister 2021 statutory declaration. What it means that the Prime Minister cannot explain, you understand, between his income showing X and his assets showing X. So when they are looking at it, right, there's no way that the income that the Prime Minister generated, right, can give him the wealth that he has, and that needs to be explained. We're the Prime Minister in a bind. The Prime Minister 2021 statutory declaration and the IC, right, warned him that as a result of the 2021 statutory declaration being affected, it automatically affected other statutory declarations. I can say this categorically to the Prime Minister, and which the Prime Minister should have known, right, that it doesn't only affect 2021, 2022, and 2023. It affects all the statutory declarations as it relates to the time frame when that corruption began, which, based on the first set of investigation that begin within the timeline space between 2006 to 2009 as it relates to those illegal contracts that were awarded to Gavin. Having said that, the Integrity Commission now, you understand, based on that case being quashed by the corruption prosecutor as it relates to what the corruption prosecutor giving the reasons to say, okay, all right, she's not going to pursue a case against the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister get off from that. So what the IC had done, you understand, and that is one of the reasons why, to be truthful, I respect Greg Christie, because what Greg Christie had done now, Greg Christie has shifted the focus and said, okay, we did not get you on those contracts, illegal warden contracts. Now, you have to explain your wealth. So we are now targeting your statutory declaration, right? So it simply means now the income that you have getting. When I look on the Prime Minister's statutory declaration as it relates to 2020, 2019, the Prime Minister is showing that, okay, all right, his pay, his salary, right, $15 million. Let us assume that the
man and wife together. Yes.
Let us assume that the Prime Minister and his wife, right, file together.
Right? File, yes.
But, watch this now. So 2019, the Prime Minister and his wife will get $15 million.
Yes.
2020, right, the Prime Minister and his wife will get $15 million. 2021, the Prime Minister and his wife will get $10 million. How can you explain that? What caused the reduction? Exactly. What caused the reduction between 2019 and 2020 when you and your wife getting $15 million, and in 21, what caused that sort of? So the Prime Minister need to understand that if you are lying to the Integrity Commission in 2021 and you forget that, okay, you put a wrong filing as it relates to $15 million. You understand? In salary, no. I am not talking about total income. Simply means that they are making money from other avenues, right? That is what the salary statement is saying. So then the Prime Minister has to justify that situation. Furthermore, when we look on the statutory declaration, what he put there as it relates to the value of his house is totally a lie. It's totally a lie, because the Prime Minister wants to say that his house, we know, you understand, I mean, stone wall, neatly cut, I mean, stretch, I mean, come on, and pool, you understand, big mansion, how many rooms? And you
said value. Let me say something to you. How much him said value?
$51 million.
Okay, so the look Woodven Road towers. They look at the towers, they will catch up your water. Two little bedroom, 2 little pieces of $40 million for that. And it now not stone wall or nothing. Just 40 million. It's got 1 bedroom, there's a 1 bedroom, one little bathroom, and they could not piece of thing. 40 million. And then theme house up there, so you see, is a palace. Well, 51 million.
No, but hold on now. 51 million almost US, you know. 51 million US. Can't be 51 million Jamaican.
Right. Hear what the Prime Minister said. Stated why his house is not more expensive than that. The Prime Minister is saying that. Him himself, the Prime Minister. This is what the Prime Minister is saying, you know. And we have the clip, you know. The Prime Minister said that as a result of him doing some of the work himself.
Put on a part of it, Byron. He was a
China,
one of them, yes. Cabinet worker or something, so him later.
Yeah, man.
He was doing carpentry.
Yes, woodwork. So
woodwork. Yeah.
Woodwork. So
that couldn't possible because if the Prime Minister has any skill. All right, let us take it in terms of what the Prime Minister said. The Prime Minister said, okay, all right, I used to do carpentry, right? I've carpentry experience. I learned it through high school days and so forth. Okay, let us accept that. Stone cutting has nothing to do with carpentry.
No.
It is a highly skilled profession and it is very expensive.
Stonemason, very expensive.
So then, carpentry, you understand, comes in terms of your skill level converted itself in stone cutting, right? No, that doesn't make any sense to people. Not only that, you know, the Prime Minister, for certain statutory declarations that were certified, lie down Wayne, the Prime Minister stated to the IC that, right, he got return on investment. Okay, let us take that. What the Prime Minister said. The Prime Minister said he got return on investment. Return on investment from where? He got return on investment from SSL. Okay. This is what puts the Prime Minister in a bind. Now, when we investigate SSL, right? Remember that SSL is a non-banking entity, no lie.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
SSL, as a result of the FinSac situation and the laws that were passed, right? Based on what the Jamaica Labour Party had done with in FinSac, right? The laws passed as it relates to those entities, right? Put them under the non-banking list and simply means that they were not permitted to give loans. That was one of the conditions. No.
Yes.
When you investigate SSL,
SSL can't get loans.
SSL was giving loans.
No, can't get loans.
Yes, SSL was giving loans. Right, which they are not allowed to. It's illegal. So then, okay, since SSL had given loans, breaching the whole policy, Nigel Clark should have shut down SSL.
Yes.
Not that.
Yeah.
SSL, right? The account that covers all of the persons putting their money in SSL.
But no tax and ban.
Exactly.
Security. So
their internal accounting system is showing, for argument's sake, said the total investors would be 50, and just for small numbers, said the total account then for everybody would be $50 million, right? When they are showing that in their internal system, the bank reconciliation account is showing way less. So that means they are stealing the people money. This information, of course, FSC sent an auditing team in 2017 and flagged them on seven counts that they need to correct.
Yeah.
Nigel Clark would have known that because FSC now would have sent the report to Nigel Clark. Right? And so then Nigel Clark and both FSC, what they should have done now is to anticipate a follow-up to see if SSL correct its behavior.
Yeah.
Its behavior of non-compliance. They did not do it. They did not do it. They allowed SSL to continue to rip and rob the people. They allowed SSL to continue. So then, this is it. To the fact now that SSL wasn't doing any form of investment with its clients' money. No investment at all. The question come back to Andrew Holness in his statutory declaration. This is the reason why I pick it up, because more of the people that follow me. The question now come back. You have spoken to the IC, the Integrity Commission, and you explained that you got most of the money return on investment. Now that the Integrity Commission know that, okay, all right, in 2020, and that's why it stopped for him at 2021. People need to understand why it stopped for him at 2021, because SSL crashed. And so then the reason, you understand what Andrew Holness is talking about as it relates to return on investment. Andrew Holness cannot get any return on investment because SSL wasn't investing. It's a simple mathematics.
Simple, Byron. Very simple, Byron.
Exactly. SSL wasn't investing. So then if SSL wasn't investing, come Andrew Holness, explain. How did you get your wealth? You said, okay, you deal with the house, you understand, and you utilize bank loans. Well, guess what? The IC investigated that. There is no bank loans nowhere. You are not paying a mortgage on your home. You are not paying a mortgage on your own. So then, let me ask Andrew Holness, where you get the money from? So then, the bank did not help you in giving you a loan. SSL did not help you in terms of return on your investment. So when Andrew Holness talking about Integrity Commission writing to him and him write back and forth writing, and as what Titan Bar said, then becomes best of pen pal friends. No, a pen pal business, you know. What I see is asking him is to clarify all of these situations, and obviously he cannot clarify. The bank is not going to lie for Andrew Holness. The banks are not going to lie for Andrew Holness and put their system in a predicament. They're not going to do it. We know that, okay, Andrew Holness got money out of SSL 3 times. Remember, so we are saying that, you know. Patrick Bailey, him own lawyer, you understand, said that in 2011, when Andrew Holness purchased the land, remember what happened? He got some of the money out of SSL. He got some of the money out of SSL. Remember, on the ground, when they investigated SSL, SSL had given a 7.5 million loans. My question, who got the loans? Who got the loans? Who got the loans? So then, when I see Nigel Clark I run out now, and I talk about this and I talk about that as if he's protecting protecting the interests of those investors. And Nigel Clark, you're a piece of shit. You understand? You're a piece of shit, because what you need to do, you understand? Nigel Clark need to come out, right, and speak who get the 7.5 million loan from out of SSL. Nigel Clark, you know that it is a fundamental wrong. SSL could not be giving out loans.
None at all.
Public, exactly. The Jamaican public need to know. All right, we see the report. We know that $7.5 million worth in loan were given out.
Let me ask you, hold on, don't move. Yes. So me come here say investment money for buy stocks and bond. Or turn a loan, that is not a loan company. So, oh, you feel give out loan with people money. And I said, go. We are buy stocks and bonds and you tell me if I put my money like where you have in Pantan that say, listen, bet pan them stock there because Carib cement stock will go up. So buy how much shares in a Carib. Buy that, you make a money. Pull it from that, put it over there. So invest in this because that's an investment we are dealing with. It's not a loan company.
No.
You understand it. This is a foolish, it's a garbage.
Right.
And I should get fired too.
No, only exposed the reasons as it relates to show people that for this to work for SSL, it has to be syndicatism. It simply means that the government has to back SSL in its wrongdoing. And that is one of the reasons why Andrew Holness and Nigel Clark cannot charge Hugh Croskery. They can't touch Hugh Croskery. Hugh Croskery cannot be touched. Because if you touch Hugh Croskery, I mean, Hugh Croskery know where all the dead bodies lay. He knows. He knows.
Touch Hugh Croskery, I open up too much can of worm.
They can't touch him. And this is the situation now in extension as it relates to Fitz Bailey and the DPP. The Fitz Bailey know that, look, straight Andrew Holness, they should have been investigated, they should have been arrested, they should have been prosecuted. The DPP knows that, you understand, her responsibility, she should have taken over the case, you understand, and charge who to charge. That's why several occasions I showed people what happened in St. Kitts. Remember that St. Kitts situation wasn't even half worse like this, you know. St. Kitts situation don't half worse like this, you know. The reason why St. Kitts DPP charged those persons, you understand, yes, they were involved in corruption, but to the fact that they failed to file their statutory declarations, the St. Kitts DPP go down upon them and slap them and charge them right away.
And that's how it should be.
Exactly, prior to the DPP doing that, right? The paper, the evidence show you that there were somewhat like 92%, you understand, non-compliant.
Weren't complying.
Okay, since the DPP slapped them, let me tell you something, that totally changed. Now what the DPP is looking at now, the DPP is looking at now more than 80% compliance. Now,
right.
Now, Paula Llewellyn has not done nothing. So that DPP is showing the entire world that Paula Llewellyn is indeed corrupt.
Of course.
So the effort and the emphasis that they are placing on Paula Llewellyn to come back into office, right, show you that, okay, they need that umbrella protection from Paula Llewellyn. Remember, you know, look at it. Look at this now. Paula Llewellyn make sure she selected Thompson because Paula Llewellyn and Thompson are buddy. They are friends. When Paula Llewellyn in I think 2000, I think she went on vacation, right? It was Thompson who Paula Llewellyn put in that position to act on her behalf until she finished her vacation and returned. Right? So they are buddy. So Thompson now, being the DPP, what Thompson is doing? Protecting the status quo of corruption. That is what Thompson is doing, because if Thompson was serious, Thompson now should proceed with vigor, with such vigor, in terms of, you know, showing transparency, showing balance, you understand, and showing that the justice system is working, right? Move ahead, you understand, and charge and prosecute who are to be prosecuted. You understand? But guess what? And this is one of the reasons why when people rushing the Integrity Commission, right, in terms of wanting the Integrity Commission to, you understand, put the case, you understand, for it to go through the process, the IC realized what the IC, the Integrity Commission investigators, particularly where Christie is concerned. Christie is a strong person. You understand? They can't get him to compromise. Christie understand the politics that involve. Christie know very well Lloyd and Wayne. You understand the politics that involve in this. I know very well that if he expedite this case, what I think is going to happen to it, right? It is going to happen as it relates to when the Integrity Commission rushed Andrew Holness the first time as it relates to the 2006 to 2009 contract that he awarded to Gavin, right? The IC realized what happened. They realized what happened. So then the IC has to both politically smart, both technically strategical, you understand, and anticipate for a change of government.
Yes.
If I was Greg Christie, and I'm not saying that I don't want to put Greg Christie on undue pressure to say that that is what Greg Christie is doing. You understand? I don't know if Greg Christie is doing that, but I am saying if I was in Greg Christie's shoes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Number one, people need to understand that where the report is at. Let me tell people where that report is at. That report is under the umbrella of the investigation. It already passed the complaint department. It is not sitting down at the complaints office. Right? Situations, because all the process work, it goes through the complaint office. People report whatever situation. The complaint office deals with the report. If the complaint office realize that, okay, all right, based on the complaint seems to be somewhat tangible, then the complaint office send it over to the Integrity Commission investigators. The Integrity Commission investigators now will investigate. You understand? And when they investigate and find what they find, they might, of course, work with the Auditor General to make sure that all the T's. And then when that finish, it goes now to the corruption prosecutor. The corruption prosecutor now look at it, you understand, based whether she's going to charge us or no. And then what she does now, she send it, you understand, for it now to be tabled in Parliament. Now, when it's tabled in the Parliament, based on Section 53, subsection 3, now the Integrity Commission now can speak on it if it is tabled. So that is the natural course, you know, of our report being processed as it relates to Integrity Commission investigation. You understand? And so then what happened now is that where that report reached in terms of just my thinking, let me say that because I don't want people to believe that people are giving me any information. I'm not getting any information. It's just my thinking. To say that, okay, yeah, it rests on the shoulders of the Integrity Commission investigators. And if I were them, I would not be pushing it until I get a change of government and a DPP clear out. So then I don't have the situation where I am going to face Andrew Holness' political strategy of using his 49 to create a statute of limitation on certain investigation. So then we don't have to deal with that, where the DPP can use that conveniently in this case. So guess what? If I was the Integrity, I am going to be disappointed if I see that the Integrity Commission, you understand, rush this thing. I am saying that if it was me, I am going to wait. We have a few more months. General election just right around the corner. So me I tell
Byron, 1 second there.
Yes. Hold on, me just ask my question. Now I miss it. So that way you just said it while, Byron.
Yes.
And this lady, that for sure said this is a very corrupted government, that Integrity Commission
exactly
arrest and wait and all out because them now want the corrupted DPP are fixed Bailey. That is bullying or charge. No. This shows that Jamaica is not all.
Well, all right.
But that means him a police. Him a police anyway.
And you're right, Wayne. Because
corruption.
All right, you will approve it. You will approve, say, it is as the entire system is corrupt. You will approve. Remember, I spoke about the appropriation account. And that's not supposed to be completed and sent in every financial year, which is the 1st of April and proceeding in the following year, the 31st of March. Right? That report is supposed to be completed. You understand? No, it is going several years. Now, you are going to tell me,
nobody get charged, right? No.
Exactly. And you are going to tell me that allowed to continue several years, and Christopher Tufton don't know nothing. Look. The permanent secretary have to take the fall for this right now.
But hear this. The buck stop with the government. The buck stop with
Exactly.
Tufton.
Right,
and I roll off to Andrew and the whole cabinet. The buck stop with him. If him didn't know the opposition shoes. Right now, that ball out to that year G2, germs to kill, you hear the whole of them, you hear PSOJ, them are germs too, you know. Them are germs too, you know. Because them benefit off a spoil, them get peer waivers, them get all kind of them get free land, free this, free that. So them are mash up Jamaica and I think and I step in about people them neck. It not work no more.
Right.
Yes, yes,
of all the clear corruption. You understand? PSOJ is silent. Silent. The umbrella group of churches, silent.
But I'm talking about them in the Byron. Get about the umbrella group of church. Them are corruption. Big corruption.
We have to say it. You're going to tell me that, okay, the permanent secretary is saying that you know, these errors and so forth and you know, people die and you know I can't you know put in things to say what you know people need to say because they are dead and so forth. What can I excuse them then? What sort of excuse?
Garbage.
This is garbage. He's supposed to be charged. The permanent secretary is supposed to be charged. No, you can understand why. Let us tie it up together. No, you can understand why Cliff Hughes, right, can not, you know, as it relates to his tax. Right? And
not paying any tax. Him operating illegally.
And there you go. You see the government. You see the government. You understand? Not demanding for Cliff Hughes to pay up these tax because guess what? Cliff Hughes have to work for it.
Yeah.
So then, they can't make the mistake, you know, and write off tax for Cliff Hughes, you know. Them better
can't do that because it's in the public's eyes already. We know about it.
Them better not go there, so you know. And guess what? Cliff Hughes is not buying, you know, because when People's National Party win, right, if that is what is going to crash, right, Cliff Hughes program
nationwide.
Because the PNP government has to make Cliff Hughes pay up that tax. If him can't pay,
Byron, me love where you take it tonight, you know, because a couple of weeks, well, me I say, no man, we can't wait till when the change of government come. Because I have to endorse for you, say, because I know this corrupted government would never deal with the case or the case them to deal with because them have every new conquer in the corner seal off with him personal them and all of them corrupt. So what Greg Christie do? Greg Christie just highlight the thing them 1 1 2 2 on a easy scale because time coming round the corner soon and you need reputable people who's gonna hold these people accountable, charge them maximum for the corruption where them involved in, seize back them asset, all Andrew Holness unexplained wealth. We'll get to the bottom of that, but it needs clean people at the table to deal with all of these things. You cannot have an existing problem where we know is filled with corruption and carrying these sensitive case to them for them preside over it. You're not going to get the result where we know we deserve. We all get corruption results same way. Yes. Because a lot of member of parliament within the GLP administration have a whole heap of unexplained wealth. Them wages, them salary, cannot propel them to these high exorbitant figure that them currently sit on.
No.
You understand? And that is why their statutory declaration cannot be declared.
It can't
certified.
Can't certify.
It cannot be certified.
That's why we.
You understand?
when you hear Andrew Holness going over Cliff Hughes, I want Cliff Hughes to spin it for him in saying that, okay, I obeyed the law as it relates to submitting my statutory declaration. No, Andrew Holness, don't deal with that. What is the problem? And Cliff Hughes, listen to me. We are here. What is the problem is that we don't have a problem in Andrew Holness submitting his statutory declaration. The whole world know that Andrew Holness submitted his statutory declaration from 2006 coming straight up. We know that. That is not the point of the matter. The point of the matter is that the statutory declaration that you have been submitting is not correct.
Can't be certified.
It cannot be certified. Now, look how plain and simple. Mark Golding, who is the opposition leader, who is a businessman that deals with transparency, dotting all the I's and cross all the T's. What Mark Golding had done in terms of when Mark Golding is now venturing from out of the private organization, go into public organization, Mark Golding said, you know what? Let me deal with transparency and balance here. Mark Golding take all of his businesses and put it into a blind trust. Blind trust.
Clean the slate.
What that means, and let me explain to people. When you put your assets, when you put your business in a blind trust, it simply means that, okay, you don't want to make it look like that you are in the politics now. You are using the politics, you understand, for make your business making profit, you understand, of your political decisions, right? And so then that will, just like Owen is was highlighting earlier, you understand that when, as it relates to SSL, right, and certain businesses, you understand, doing, you know, stock market and so forth, right? You can call it inside trading, right?
Yes.
So he cannot be benefited from any inside trading, you understand, to his company. You understand? Because that now would be corruption. What people need to understand that when Mark Golding done that, Mark Golding is showing that, you understand, he's quite transparent, and Mark Golding expect every politician to do that. Now,
sets the example.
Okay, let us look at one of the corruption that affected. Now we are paying 400 million per month. You understand? For building that being rent, right? Who own the building? Who own the building?
4.5 million. I will pay 450 million, but give it that.
You understand?
We're not going out none at all. And that's on the Ligel watch.
Exactly.
As and more that building down there. So he never even done that. Never
so
been
that is what, yes, so that is what Mark Golding tried to avoid. Right? So that is clear nepotism. Yes, really.
Read this. Let me just so we can think.
Make it get clear.
These are the doctor them where them get week before last for them lunch, breakfast and dinner. In the storm. Steel crackers and cheese.
I'm not seeing it clearly.
You know, I see it clear. Let me zero it. Let me see if I can zero it and I can see it. All right, see that?
Okay, Alexander Dream, right? BTW, when we were placed on the 24-hour emergency call for the hurricane and told we had received 3 meals, this was the dinner. Oh my God!
Much money for the dinner now. I want to show me. No, I have to come out of focus. All right. See how who get the contract and do the dinner? 3 years. 3 years.
Okay.
2.1 billion. I remember who this? This is Derek Smith.
Derek Smith's son.
Counselor.
Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that. Exactly.
But them outsource. Them lock down the canteen.
Yes.
Down there, down at Kingston Public. And outsource it to him. We don't know him have no chain and a restaurant. We don't know him has no chef. We don't know if he can boil water, you know.
Just look at that.
He might have burn up water, put out water, dry out a pot and burn up the pot itself.
Yes.
We don't know him has no chef, but yes, still. him get, remember, you know, 3 years contract, 2.1 billion, bust it in a 700 million per year. You bust that down, you get like 58 and nearly to 59 million per month. Which restaurant to make that money? You do a little restaurant to make that money per month now. Which restaurant? And then the next one, two of them have one for Spanish Town, so I 4.2 yet. No,
so basically then Wayne, he might take down 1.4 billion a month. Yeah?
Eh?
You mean a year?
He might 1.4 billion a year.
Yes.
After the 2 contract.
After the 2 contract. No, yeah, because 2 contracts. So each of them are 1.4 because 700 million per year, 3 years. 700 and 700, 7 and 7 and 14.
1.4 billion.
Yeah, 1.4 billion a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
1.4.
Good. So if you double the 59 million a month, you get 118
that's correct.
million a month.
Yes.
For the 2 contract.
Yes.
You see,
which restaurant worth these money?
It's
none.
crazy.
And my account's lying up. But him, see my sign it there, and I pray in the
You see him.
Right?
Yeah. You see where I go on.
When you look on the word cronyism, me just say because sperm will push up in the dirty nasty thinking and me just flush it. Because run there, so we not have a sperm whale. When you forget harpoon, and go look up the word name harpoon. Me not play around here. When you forget sperm whale, forget harpoon. All right. So me done, you know. Yes, go. You hear this now? I bet you just go down to Japan because them still a harpoon whale. On the better have, don't come on here, so. All right. Yeah, man, continue.
Yes.
Them not easy on here, man.
So,
yeah, man.
So when we look under the sort of nepotism, that is what Mark Golden stay away from. What's surprising now, as it relates to Mark Golden being a legitimate businessman, you understand, dotting all the I's and cross all the T. Now, when you take a look on Andrew Holness, right? Arrow.
Blessed evening, blessed evening.
Greetings and blessing, my brother.
Right.
Yeah, man. Welcome, Mr. Aromatic.
Salute.
Aromatic.
Salute.
No. Yeah, we beat it till I'm a name Aromatic.
We shoot bullseye, man. Bullseye.
Brother, Chris.
Arrow, we are digging at some of the corruption here. You understand? And we are matching up a situation as it relates to Mark Golden and Andrew Holness. Mark Golden have legitimate businesses. Now, if you take a reflection on and Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness, right, in 1997, right, he did an interview with Fitz Henley, right?
Fish Henley.
Fish Henley. This is what the man said. The man said, Wayne, the man said he came into the politics with $47 million. 47, okay, all right. Let me take that. Let me take what he said. So then we went and investigate. Because when did Andrew Holness come into the politics? Andrew Holness come into the politics 1997.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. Since he came into the politics, 90.
You kill him, man, kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, fish headless.
Well, look like one of them black perch will come out of Donny River.
Yeah. So watch this.
Yeah.
When I look on if anyone who want to Google, you understand, and see when Andrew Holness start his political career, book it land you in 1997. In 1997, not only that Andrew Holness started his political career, he got married in 1997. So when brought forward to when he gave that interview, I think in 2021, trying to explain, you understand, how his wealth, telling Fitz Henley that he came into the politics with $47 million. That was a callous lie. Because Andrew Holness did not have any business prior to 1997. You understand? No. Take that out. He didn't have yet a business prior to 1997. So then, how would Andrew Holness would have gotten $47 million? Where did Andrew Holness get that $47 million dollars from? Not only that, his wife gave an interview as it relates to, just explaining the relationship, that started out with Andrew Holness, how he met Andrew Holness, and spoke about the marriage in 1997. So we connect that. You understand? And what the wife said? The wife said we didn't have any money. Remember, Aro?
Exactly. She said they have to, he was running like a joke with his dad, so they should like have a fish fry.
Exactly. So she didn't have any money. You understand? He didn't have any money.
No.
Right? Okay.
Hold on, before I say something, I mean, I say it.
Yes.
The man, when them go down there, so, it's a broke down car. Them take all the car when drive me, tell him to come. Me go look back on him. The car where the man them help him go running at the community where him they know.
Yes.
So him never good car. So that's where my talk foolishness.
Not only that, I could back up now as it relates to when Andrew Holness leaving university. Andrew Holness owed student loan. Andrew Holness owed student loan. But then, how could Andrew Holness have any money?
Something no. So you have 47 million and make them put you in a paper, big paper, you was student loan. Who do that?
No one.
Crazy.
And them time the 47 million, them time the dollar. 90, look, under the school go tell me what they value them time.
Have a whole lot more value.
Just look for 97, they want 30 at 1.
But
somewhere
Byron,
in that region.
Byron, me not cut you.
$1 billion US.
Remember, me just add some flavor to your line of argument, Byron.
Shoot it.
In left college.
Yes.
Or in left college was 99?
No,
In left
No, 94.
No, high school. Or 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in go college for 4 years.
Yes.
Listening up. And then after he left college 4 years, he go do charity work for 2 more years.
yeah,
That's right.
Right?
And then the 2 more years now he come a politics following.
Yes.
Right?
So if you do charity work for 2 years and you left university 4 years, where you work?
47 million. Which party work 47 million?
It's impossible.
Charity. I want a charity job.
It's impossible. You are going to so how did he get that $47 million?
Unexplained wealth, man. Unexplained wealth. But him never come in a politics with 47 million. That was a lie.
But look on this now. Look on the mega success what Andrew Holness have overnight. Honestly, Andrew Holness, he doesn't even know how to thief. You understand? Because he just operate like a big wheel, just grab everything. And that is why the reason why he got busted. Now, when I look at it, now Mark Golding's statutory declaration for when I look at it last, as it relates to, I try to have a cutoff point with Andrew Holness and Mark Golding. So Andrew Holness cutoff point as it relates to his statutory declaration being gazetted, right? Being gazetted is 2019. So that was when he filed that in 2020, right? For the 2019 statutory declaration being certified and gazetted. So if you know much of Mark Golding, right, as it relates to Mark Golding 2020, same, we are matching orange to orange. When you look at that now, Andrew Holness, total assets, income, right? Income, assets, and liability, right? All of that total to $171 million, right? While Mark Golding only have $67 million. How is that possible?
Ridiculous.
So a man that have legitimate business,
yes,
create company,
yes,
well successful,
yes,
making less money than a man wanna have no qualification.
yes.
A man was just left high school, university, do charity work, and you they pull in so much money than a man. Mark Golden is a giant, you know.
Exactly.
Dairy Bunting and Golden, you know, the Scotia group, you know. When they sell that, you know, there's the Mark Golden have to work for the rest of your life, you know. And that is just one.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So how can you pull in, raking more money than this man? It is impossible. It is impossible, brother. You know, right? It not take rocket scientists to figure out so Andrew Holness is a criminal, brother. It not take rocket scientists. You don't have to be no genius to figure it out. Just look at it. A man with legitimate business what makes serious money is drawing in less money than a man wanna have no what qualification?
Charity work. Charity worker. Charity worker.
That politician.
Let's be the father. The fight to the ladies. The ladies on earth. Emphasis on it. I'm not joke. No, I'm not dead. The fierce of the earth.
Yeah.
See? I'm just more than $1 million US.
Yeah.
97. Just for the exchange rate, that means he could have used him money by $1 million or more US. And he never work a day in his life.
Never.
That makes sense. But fish fry them that want to keep fish fry to feed some people.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Watch it around, watch a lie. Watch this. So Andrew Holness 2019 statutory declaration, right, being gazetted and certified, showing Andrew Holness $171 million. Okay, total assets, income, and liabilities. Okay, let us look at this. An evaluator evaluated Andrew Holness' house. We could deal with this, you know, people. We are dealing with this clear. And the evaluators, according to the evaluator, right? The evaluator said the least that the house value, that is Andrew Holness' house at Beverly Hills, is $200 million.
Correction. The Prime Minister said 50 million.
51 million.
Hold on, don't move arrow.
51 million.
Something to me again. 51. So I'm going back again now. Arrow, you draw me. I'm not where the thing where I'm build the apartment them the other day. The one with the room. Good Ven Road.
Yeah. Good Ven Road.
2 bedroom. And film house so a palace. Valley 51. And in build some good things on the cook up so 16, 18 million, 20 million, but film house value
51.
What the Prime Minister did is to depreciate the value. Right?
That was lie again.
You understand? To deceive the Integrity Commission investigators.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
No, exactly. So watch this now. So when I look at that, if you are to add the 200 million, right, the lease, we are using the lease figure now. If you are to add the 200 million with the 171 million, you understand? So you're going to add 171 million there.
Exactly.
Right? Now 371 million.
Yes. But watch this now. One of the reasons why it's serious is to the fact that if the Prime Minister and Juliet Holness fight together, Andrew Holness in a bigger problem.
Them fight together.
Yes.
Serious problem.
Yes, here why Andrew Holness in a serious problem. In 2022 or 23, don't quote me on it, I may be wrong on the date. Juliet Holness, and to show you that they are not thinking. They are not thinking, you know. They don't remember, you understand what they are told the Integrity Commission because they are telling lies. And you see the thing is, when they are telling lies, you have to train yourself.
All over the place.
You understand? You have to train yourself to remember it. And so then, if you don't remember the lie that you told, obviously, you understand you're going to fall off track. And this is what happened. So now, here is now Juliet Holness. It is not anyone, and you see, God work in mysterious ways. And look how God work in mysterious ways. Remember, you know, it is not anyone bring Juliet Holness to court, you know. It is Juliet Holness who brought the lady to court, you know. Look how God work in mysterious ways. Juliet Holness brought this lady to court, right? Juliet Holness started out her development in 2012 when you investigated. When she started out the development, with 20, I think it was 23 or $24 million. Now, this is where the KSMAC comes in as it relates to corruption. Because the plan as it relates to what Juliet Holness was going to build at least flat, right? The KSMAC overlook it. You understand? So then Juliet Holness breach the permit, the conditions of the permit, the building permit. Breach it. Now, what Juliet Holness have there now as it relates to moving from 2012, because she continued to be doing work on it, going up to as we speak. But let us stop at 2021 or 22 when she took the matter in court. When she took the matter in court, what she told the judge? She told the judge that you have the document, they can put it up, Wayne.
Say 800 million house is something another if there is no road to the
development under threat.
Exactly.
So 800 million project is under threat.
Yeah.
800 million project, right, is under threat. You understand? Now, stop right here. So then come back now, Juliet Holness. But you and Andrew Holness file a statutory declaration as it relates to 2019. So then, if you file that in 2019 and you are in court 2021, why that is not reflecting on the 2019 statutory declaration?
Exactly. That's nowhere to be seen on the 2019 declaration.
Why that is not?
That 800 million nowhere to be seen.
All right, because the rules in filing, you know, remember the rules in filing, you know, right, as it relates to your assets. You're supposed to file your assets at the current market value, you know.
Exactly.
This makes it serious with Juliet Holness, you know. You're supposed to give the information, right, as it relates to the current market value. Remember, say, I don't know, nobody say it, you know, I don't know, evaluator say it, you know, is Juliet Holness went into court and said this. So then, if we are to add the $800 million, right, and Andrew Holness statutory declaration, Andrew Holness would be over $1 billion.
Billion.
Right?
Because you have to add the 800 to the 370 odd million.
371, yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
Andrew Holness would know over $1 billion. All right. Andrew Holness no say, right? You couldn't be showing the Integrity Commission that.
No.
In terms of you not having to justify your wealth. How did you get here? In terms of you being $1.8 billion in wealth when Mark Golden started business. When Mark Golden started his business, you know, Andrew Holness go school, you know.
Yeah. For a fact, I know that.
How can you explain this? How can Andrew Holness explain it? No, make it talk now. All right. So since we pointed out all of that, and PSOJ, because I know the PSOJ, they listen Titans, you know. PSOJ, may I ask you, I mean, no, say, the DPP might they listen, right? And other people might they listen. So may I ask now, and all the accountants who out there might be tuning in this program. I am asking, and all the lawmakers who out there, particularly lawmakers right, the DPP, I am asking why you are not moving in to charge Andrew Holness. Because number one, what are you waiting on? Andrew Holness cannot certify his statutory declaration. Based on what I had just explained, there is no way under the sun of the earth that Andrew Holness' statutory declaration can be certified. So then we are asked, why? What is stopping, right, for people, PSAJ, to say, time come. It is enough is enough. We need to have a talk with Andrew Holness. And so then when Big Mama, the interview Andrew Holness, Big Mama must not ask Andrew Holness as it relates to submission of statutory declaration. That is not what Big Mama need to ask Andrew Holness. Big Mama need to ask Andrew Holness if the statutory declaration that you have submitted, have you spoken the truth on your statutory declaration? And the fact that Andrew Holness lied on his statutory declaration, then Andrew Holness is to be charged on that basis. We are not talking about...
And removed from office.
No, exactly. We are not talking about the case begun the investigation and the Integrity Commission is going to deal with it and put it into the corruption prosecutor or the DPP, and which the DPP is going to put it into the judiciary. And that's what we're talking about, you know. We are talking about the Integrity Commission Act and the breach where Andrew Holness breached now. Where Andrew Holness breached now and where Andrew Holness should leave office and anticipating the workings of the Integrity Commission to be completed. Andrew Holness, as it relates to you, lied to the Integrity Commission. If you lied to the Integrity Commission, that's an offense committed. That's an offense committed. So the Jamaican Constabulary Force, you understand, has the power in the Constitution to even investigate that. And no say, okay, all right, have a talk with Andrew Holness. I am saying to the Commissioner of Police, have a talk with Andrew Holness and ask Andrew Holness why you cannot certify your statutory declaration. Look at the paperwork. And if Andrew Holness needs to be charged for that as it relates to breaching the Integrity Commission Act, charge Andrew Holness for that. We are not talking about the entire case to be investigated, submitted, you understand, to the DPP and put into the judiciary. You know, we're not talking about that. We are talking about the breach where you breach the Integrity Commission Act and you tell a lie to the Integrity Commission. We want you to move from office. Why PSOJ no call Andrew Holness and say, listen, man, your statutory declaration having problem to certify. This is a problem. Why the umbrella group of churches? Yes.
Him not buying, you know. You why him not buying now? Him can't pull back the statutory declaration and write something different. Give them in a 2021, you know. That I sure say I be a lie and I be a breach and everything. So I'm in more trouble. So when him give them 2021, then him give them something 2022 and something 2023. You know, since and I remember this are the liar this man, you know. Yes. When him said I come going born in a one room, him born and going in a one room with him great granny, then him mother and father in a two room, and him sister. Remember not what I'm saying, him just chat lie and go through, you know. But you never know you have people like the Titans, like us, who put things together. Because it's a puzzle out there, you know, with us. And I show him, say, man, you're too lie, man. Stop it, man.
Yeah.
Aromatic. When you come make your target still, but take a look on this. You know how for you see arrears, you know how for thing this.
Arrears.
Look, because you never see it yet. For you see arrears, you tell me who them arrears are. Them love arrears, you know. Them love arrears.
Man, but for you look on this, it look like the man or the each year the hermaphrodite on the pole.
You see how far yes, more peace.
The man on the pole, man.
Yeah, look, you see what you see?
Yeah.
You see so much money. Then look here. You know, different from the Prime Minister. So more as authority if you talk to nobody and do interview and do all kind of things.
Yes.
It's a $53.8 million, you know, in arrears, you know. And I know the government not go and find wicked and lock him down, but them take away ladies are home, you know. Them seize it and seize be the man want to, you know. Where have you know? Lock down elephant man too, you know. And say more money, you know. And do an outside work, you know. But you and then they owe this money, them kind of money. Oh, you they have in our race from 2020, 2021, 22, 23, and 24 gone up in a more race. And not the twin. Tell me, answer that arrow, man. Because yes.
You say this man is one of Jamaica's biggest problem.
True.
This man use fake story and try to interfere with every breaking news that whole Andrew Holness and the administration in wrongdoing. This man pull off a homegrown terrorist act from God knows.
True.
And him go down the saying got footage, you know, and release, you know.
Yes.
Before the press, before the prime minister, before the leader of opposition, before the speaker of the house, you know.
Exactly, Aaron.
So this man is in criminal act, you know. Want people to know that, you know. So the brother one named Cliff Hughes and nationwide, you know. Them in a some deep shit, you know. Because this man pull off a homegrown terrorist attack and God knows. Because until this day, nobody else can show a footage when Mystic and lied. Tell me where in the world who no see nothing that take place now when nobody no capture it on them phone, my brother. It no matter how much o'clock at night, somebody else have the video. It's only nationwide have the video. Then the mainstream TV station them have the video.
Exactly.
You understand? So this man is there to cover up Andrew Holness' criminality.
Exactly.
So him not innocent. Him is all in on it. Because what? Them will get them kickback. What? People that left from nationwide go be senator. What qualify who no go be senator? Is he getting a part of the salary that the senator is getting? In kickback? You know, if you ask yourself them question, you know, people that left out of your administration, out of your radio station, go get big job. Are you getting kickback? Are you getting a piece of your salary? And them things that we have to ask, you know.
Yes.
You understand what I say? Everything you run out and try to become murky the water, and then you come back on. We don't want no apologize for your big girl. We don't want no apologize. A prison no figure. A prison no figure. Who no mean the Jamaican people them no good. You understand? All right, let me touch a little upon the Juliet Holness.
Yes.
My question. You know, say you have a running, your husband have a runnings with the Integrity Commission. I'm why if you tell me if these people are thinking or using their cranium.
Yes.
Your husband have a problem because they can't declare in statutory decoration. And you go take a woman a court because you want to lick off in veranda to build road to go off your apartment. And you go come on national TV, Gleaner, Brackyard, and say, you're the bill $800 million apartment. What was she thinking?
Crazy.
Straight arrogancy. Just arrogancy.
Yeah. They're arrogant and ego, him and his husband.
Exactly.
You understand? And that they devour them, you know. Egoistic and the arrogance with it. Right? All right. The PSOJ. We not beg on nothing. We don't want to listen to it again. We know we know a shit.
Yes.
We don't have the Prime Minister PSOJ. We not beg on nothing. We don't want to do nothing for it. Because when we are beg on, we are make you feel like say you are some king and dominant and run Jamaica. You no run Jamaica, brother. And we run Jamaica. You depend on the last straw. The people go and reject you this time. It's a new day, you know, and a different thing coming.
Yeah.
The people of Jamaica is rejecting Andrew Holness, and we are rejecting the PSOJ. What kickback and every corruption that Andrew Holness do, silent. Why? Because what? He might land you no money. You know, carry no drugs and them things and they clean up, you know, what we clean up. So you know silent. We don't expect you to say nothing. Now we don't want to say nothing at this time. We're not interested. The people of Jamaica go get rid down. Jamaica is in a crisis right now. Crisis. More than 7 days. My brothers and sisters don't have light and they don't have water.
2 weeks now.
Disease don't broke out. Mosquito. And the Prime Minister, same as the assessment. The Prime Minister, same as the assessment. When your people are in crisis, you want Jamaica people to understand what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
How wicked can this man get? How cruel can this man get? Your people is in crisis. No light, no water, no food. And you're doing assessment. And you want to lend them loan. Crisis? Are you talking about loans?
Yeah. It's
Andrew Holness, me never did say it, you know. Hold on the line. Me never did say it, Andrew Holness. Like me never follow nobody yet and this year tell about your mother. Me not gonna do that. But Andrew Holness, you come like I want load of shit when me I go a mango bush and rain and fall.
What's it, one wet shit?
Yes. Believe me, brother.
They make you one.
Yes. And that's your thing there, brother. You're wicked, man. You're cruel. You're heartless. When your people needed you the most, your people back are against the wall. You're not afraid to tell the Jamaican people, say St. Elizabeth get hit. It was no passerby. St. Elizabeth get hit by the hurricane. Don't tell me about nothing pass over Jamaica. Honestly, your St. Elizabeth stay, brother, it raveled. And you're telling me about passerby lied. There is no passerby lied. There's no passerby mistake. There is no passerby lonesome. St. Elizabeth get direct hit from the hurricane. It's there to prove, bro. The way all them get it is like Gilbert went to some Jamaica. And for St. Elizabeth get it, brother. And what? Why you not attend to them? You can't belly for them because of the maroon. And that's why you not pay attention to St. Elizabeth. You think me not watch you? You think me not watch you? You think me not watch you, Andrew Holness? We are watching your cunning thing, you know. That's why the people of St. Elizabeth because of the maroon. Eh? We just ask you some question, brother. The people them need help. Make my people, not the people them, my people, our people need help. Them back against the wall. In crisis, no water. No light, no food. And you're dragging your foot. Where is the urgency? People, me telling you for a long time. The Jamaica Labour Party no mean poor people no good. But guess what? Sometimes we have to learn the hard way. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way. And a lot of people are coming to the realization now of what we are preaching. Day in and night out. So the Jamaica Labour Party has never been for the grassroots poor people of Jamaica. Look what is going on now in this hurricane. The Prime Minister proved himself to know again. Come next year is the general election. If them not call it before next year. Because as the day goes, the pressure mount. Because them think they was gonna walk out of this with a hype. No way, my brother. It's worse. So when they call it, remember, it's not just a simple victory. You must send Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party in the twilight zone and give the PNP, Mark Golding and the people of Jamaica a resounding victory.
And that's that. You understand?
So we can prosecute.
Yeah.
If you don't want people to be prosecuted and go to prison, make sure me I want to give PMP the landslide victory So we can't see some boy in a short pants and
Yes.
bangle.
Yes.
Don't farm
Elastic
food
round them
ourselves.
waist.
That's how we think that.
Hey, well, Arrow.
Well, don't move
Yeah.
before you hey, Andrew,
Or turn up the heat.
Long time, man.
The man I willingness of a team, them at some bad state, people like himself, them man I willingness, you I'm gonna get you that, but you can't, no can't run for the man I willingness. See them, you see? I'll be a bad slave round me, I will move from 0 to 100 same time when I pet people, boy, none at all. Remember, you're the liarest thing ever walk the face of the earth.
Yes, sir.
And a joke.
But watch where the man come out and do. After the man move where the authority who for come speak for hurricane, move them out of the way and come up front. The man a tell Pierre lie. But all we have to do is just go back to Gilbert. Gilbert come to Jamaica as a category 3 and leave as a category 4. But Beryl come as a category 4. But if Gilbert do so much damage, how did Beryl just pass over and don't damage the landscape of Jamaica?
Yes.
So right away we know this man is a liar just like his wife.
Yes.
Because you him wife to come, me I go finish up, me I go wrap up on the Juliet Holness saga. You him wife to know. She evade tax,
Exactly.
She evade tax because she get a planning permission for X amount of room, but bill X amount. I remember your planning permission, you have to pay tax according to the building plan.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
So right away, she have that for answer to. That tax evasion, she have it for answer to.
Yes.
It's not just the development and the money that is unexplained, She evade tax and TOJ. When them realize what she go with, we should have hear more from them. But the whole of them in a corruption. Because Andrew have the whole of them right round him. That's why we not get no transparency out of none of the ministry. And if the agency them, we not hear nothing forthcoming from them. The permanent secretary, the whole of them are criminal. Because them supposed to report on how much money the ministry them spend a year time, Every ministry,
Exactly.
But all these ministry are delinquent in regard to the budget when them get. We allocate for them to run the ministry for the year. All of them fall short of them target. And we're not hearing anything. So when we look on the landscape of Jamaica, as we've been telling the people them week in, week out, it's just a filthy corruption. We see right across the board, the PSOJ them involved in it, the police them. What Andrew do, Andrew get everybody surround him, and him stand up now and him and Juliet,
Yeah.
I give command. Me never know Prime Minister can give policeman command that him say, yes, Your Honorable Prime Minister. All them shit that we see.
It's just so disgraceful, bro.
Right.
Not a police,
Right.
In the police.
Hold on them. Like, no disrespect to my brother, My brother is a police officer. He's behind me right now. So no disrespect. I tell him because I speak generally.
No. We know where we are talking, and them know where we are going with this. Them know where we are going with this. Byron.
Yes.
Them know where we're going with this. Because when a policeman I got address a criminal prime minister as yes, Your Honorable. Are you telling me that this policeman do have a mind of his own?
No.
Apparently not.
No.
It's like them speak through language. So if the language now come from up there, so you can't speak. Andrew Holness are the most dishonorable politician the world has ever seen. Right? That's why he can't address the people them needs nowhere in the country.
Yes.
Him can't bring no relief to the people them.
Yes,
yes,
see if me is a police slide. It means a police. And them set it up for the Prime Minister, this Prime Minister. Because This man bring the office to the lowest, you know.
Lowest thing.
Exactly.
The respect of the office gone.
Long time.
All the baby in a Jamaica. They tell the man saying for go on. Yo, the office gone, bro. But get back. If I am a police officer, I'm here, so Andrew Holness say come after me. Area. And me have to go greet him as honorable. Me call him sick.
No,
Me call him sick. Because me not play the role, brother.
Hello. Me I play my role. I want thing me not about to know, but me no business. Me I go there and I say, yes, line minister. And him a the latest thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Say this. No be able to join the police force. I can't tell you a thing, but my father tell me already him I'm going for them colleagues already, you know. Because them a beat up them call them prisoner, you call them detainee. And them ask him where you lick the man for him. I say back him gonna say lick the man more time. Him not play that way. We not play neither, you know. Because you don't do these things, you don't, you know, like it's a slavery thing where you take disadvantage of people because you think you're in a power and authority.
Yeah.
So, remember my auntie used to run prison, you know, with Prescott them, you know. Me and my people them well served. So my nephew used to move with one of them police that when me talk to him and say, listen me. And every what I want to know him. Me not call him name. Because one of the big boys them. Because him go up and grade with him. And me I say, me message my nephew, let me tell you this. My you know, because him say, uncle, everybody knows I'm a criminal, but you know like petty thief. No, you say you're there, you walk and you walk and think, but still, because we never want you in a crew because him, a criminal, him and a police. Him was not police. So I for one, me never that. I'm a flush. Him just leave us 2 years ago, you know. There, you know, just leave. Just leave, just now. So me know, and like me no know how that I run, you know. Grandfather, my father no want to see grandson, you know. The kind of wow, because my father serious man when him not this. See? So me no like, you know, you can't put on something if you serve and protect yourself and protect. You can't be criminal and police at the same time. You feel go where? We know in that.
Exactly.
You understand? I mean, I care who the man be. Because, you know, so this are just we, you know. We are the Titan. We have to speak truth to power.
She's right. You know what? You know what hurt?
The police, I'm a politician, you know.
Exactly. You know what hurt me?
You man a police.
This is what hurt me.
Fix deal, let me a chat. You man a police.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Now we soon come to practice bullying, you know, because we have to touch practice bullying.
That's what hurt me.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what hurt me with the police. The police and the soldiers were respected in Jamaica. When I see a police, you know, when me see a police, one time it's like, as a youth, it's like, y'all scared like we pass the station. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when you see the soldier in them uniform, you have that respect.
Yes.
Your dream or hopes to become a police or a soldier. Because all them care themselves, all them dress, all them attire, all them deal with the community. Police youth club and everything you interact. Because I'm a youth of the police youth club, you know. Interact with police officer, you know, brother. Them things that make enough youth desire to go in on the force. But what Andrew Holness take the police force and do it, brother. The man use the criminal police them, brother.
And push them at top.
And push them at top. And it's like everything what the real police them do, brother, the man them inform on the police them, brother.
Yeah, man.
So in the man they use the force now, brother, as a criminal force to fight the people of Jamaica.
Yes.
Politicize the police force.
Yes.
Politicize the military and the police force.
Yes.
And they use them to fight the citizens. Byron, we ain't lied. Just look into this, my brother. You have a youth pan in knee, Byron. You take your hand and you put on his shoulder and you push him down, Byron. Youth at your mercy, my brother. And you leave him like a baby around
Shoot him.
our house back, brother, and give him one
And say a shootout.
and say a shootout, brother. It's a good thing. Them youth they in the ghetto because them fees that you are the ghetto in a them have some camera upon some zinc fence or in some banana tree or in some tree. Itch up. You know, sophisticated like uptown.
You can find the clip away. Find the clip and show it, man.
Yeah, man.
Understand?
Run it
You know,
back,
some
man.
sophisticated like uptown, but them have them itch up by run. What if them never have them camera the itch up by run? What you would I hear, bro?
Yeah, Arrow, we want for sure.
But Arrow, we not hear not about a case there, no?
Nothing we not hear. The Prime Minister not come out and say a word.
Yes.
Google 2, where is a mule head? Because I take over from Google, the R said Google 2 is a mule head. We not hear nothing from him. And this was one of the first high profile case where him should have deal with, where would have show Jamaican public what him is all about and who is in relation to being the commissioner for the police force in Jamaica.
Exactly.
But Google 2, who is a mule head.
Yeah.
Mule head, you know. Just look on him face. If you not see that mule head. Yes, man. Him not do nothing about that.
Yeah. You have a clip away?
Him not do nothing at all about that case there. And that case dropped right in inauguration week.
Exactly.
When he was instated as the commissioner of police. You should have jumped on that because that no need no investigation. You have everything in front of you. That a cut and dry.
Yeah, man. That to that game the run, man. The home run, man.
Of course. And the father for Romario Sterling need justice. And the full expense of the funeral is supposed to remunerate back to the family. The youth supposed to bury by the state. Them policemen they be charged. One of them who go up on the operation. They come one of some police and soldier can go for one the command. When I have nothing, the youth not a gun. Here, because the youth did have gun. Would I see the gun where you take from him? We are watch everything when I see you take the gun from the youth. No gunshot, no fire. There's no shootout. And Google 2, who is a mule head, have this a sweep under the carpet. And big thinking crutches bully. Dead endorse. Because him in charge of all crime, you know. Crutches bully, you know. You understand?
Yes.
But what am I do? All him I do is I run down the man them crutches. Him not working.
Crutches bully.
And the church where am I go? They need to sugar him out because not say that criminal we're not having out in the church.
Money them the man that they take and you know see how the church itself get licky, you know. And money them the man they use and
yeah,
in
man.
the church, man.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
I be a garbage them down them out of Jamaica go out with. Yeah. But you know, time around the corner, you know, and it coming soon. And crutches bully, me know y'all listener, y'all watch right you know. I mean, I tell you this, you feel like your retirement going being at the sunset. No. It's gonna be somewhere else. Yes. Because what you do, you implicate yourself around and do Holness. Because you want to feel big like you are this big Dan police and you're not qualified. You shouldn't even be a warder. Let me tell you this. Because your treatment where you hand out to Jamaican citizens, it doesn't fit to be a prison warder.
Yes.
You're a goddamn piece of shit.
Oh, man.
Yes, man.
Curtis bully. Yeah, you were chat Curtis bully.
Which is right, man. The man is a disgrace. The man is a disgrace to the citizens of Jamaica.
Look how much high profile case in front of the man. Gabriel King, 9-year-old youth, throat slash. Him come and chat about a garbage. And I got this high profile woman too, she there with a high profile man. And me can tell you, me know who ordered the killing for the youth. In my own intellectual way of dissecting a case.
Yeah, man.
Them not just
me can't tell them about who ordered the murder. Because that is a it.
Them know. Them get money, so them
Good.
know.
So if me can there say no, why you know they can't know?
Them know.
Eh? Only that
Like-
hey, Cratchit Bully if you go away now.
Them request this
Man.
a cell phone from this young lady. How much years now?
Yes.
And Cratchit's Bully them finally come out and say there is no evidence. What
Remember the job.
I'll fight it.
That's going to take people for that. Can you imagine? I see you drive. Can you imagine?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
You're driving at the road. In at the road, you know. You're driving. I take on that video here. You're driving at the road.
It's
And
serious.
you just slow down for go to a look at patrol. Let me look on the place now. We love my patrol. And man step over and just cut your box and take you out of your vehicle. Where you have on your seatbelt, you know. You're the pan gas. Stop this. So here with them to know. Here with them to know. Cut our box and take her out of the vehicle. Yeah. Cut our box, take her out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And I think up there. So leave her with her cell phone expensive.
Yeah, man.
Grab the car, them all around clubs, because you know, see nothing, and then cut her baby short and then leave with everything in it. It's
Yeah, man.
not like that. Not at all. And leave the car. And she's supposed to have money. You as a mother, 9 months. What you know, the semester where she change up and she have a baby and you know, if you go through, she not have money, you know. She have fight with court and pay much money if you not looking at her phone. Nearly 2 years. And now see Catches Bully come and talk about no the pan phone. Hey, Catches Bully for go, you know. I said SSL, you know, I see same thing with Patrick Daly, you know. Catches Bully a politician, you know. If you go, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And if you know a new DPP go come in town, you know, and a new administration and new head of police go come in town. Then if you know that, you know, say,
All right.
one administration is not gonna reign Jamaica all our life. There's going to be a changes. And remember, say when the change come, make sure so you can stand up to the Gideon.
Exactly.
Make sure you can stand up to it.
Yes. You
Hey.
know,
Well, on the barrel, let me just drop a little one line there. Through Cratchit's Bully, tell him think him a dinosaur, but no extinguished dinosaur. So I don't know who is you we now go extinguish.
yes.
Yeah? Your career. It's soon over. I will soon get rid of you and put you somewhere permanently for a long, long time.
That's hard part.
Yes, Byron.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So the
Don't
youth must
worry about it
down there.
So, you
Yes.
understand the extension of the corruption in terms of how Andrew Holness influence hinge, you understand, and you know, corrupting the criminal justice system. It's quite apparent. But I want to piggyback on something what Arrow said earlier, which is extremely important.
7:49 a.m. Pineapple.
Yes, let us look at this.
And then you just see the people.
Yeah, let us look at this.
7:49 a.m. Pineapple Lane, Bogwalk, St. Catherine. The last time Romario Sterling was seen alive. In this CCTV video, the police are seen talking to the man who was seemingly instructed to kneel.
Oh, God,
He
man.
was taken outside his premises and then the sound of a gunshot. It's unclear how many members of the security forces were at the scene, but we observed them milling around. By this time, Romario Sterling laid lifeless on the ground. The police report on the incident last Thursday stated that the shooting happened at 8:20 p.m.
That's not what happened. They came here in the morning. They had him here. They can see the video. The time span on the video says 7:49. Already had him here with him hand on him head.
7:49 a.m. or p.m.
A.M.
It also stated that the deceased man was shot during a confrontation.
No gunshot no come through the zinc. So if him in here, so I shoot after them. Them supposed to stand out the door and shoot after him in here. Right?
The report further said the cops seized a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 8 rounds. Romario's relatives are incensed.
You pretend the man with him hand on him head. So many a uno.
Shoot out this
So many man pretend one man One man, you know, and he have his hand on his head. I imagine you stoop him down on his knee. For the evidence is there where we see your hand on him shoulder, push him down on him knee. Oh my God. And you look at me and tell me, say, I no baby that you kill. No baby that you take a candy from.
Of concern is the police report on the incident. The family is also questioning why their relative was killed in such a manner.
I imagine, you know, you go at the house, you knock on the door, and you open the door, right? And surrender to you.
A relative who lives where the incident occurred says the lawmen also entered the house using a flashlight because inside is poorly lit.
On the other video inside, you can literally hear when they come and knock the door. I have that video on the phone. They knock the door, and when you open, you see the flashlight flashing.
There are no bullet holes or other signs, he says, of a raging gun battle. As for the deceased man's father, he's distraught. He says his son has been living in the area for more than 3 years and insists he has not had any run-ins with the law.
Teacher will tell us I in chair my son sit down at school. No bad reputation for no school. So my son a fight nor nothing. My son go to school till him graduate.
When contacted, the police insist the incident happened in the night and maintain that they were acting in self-defense.
Look on this.
Income is
What kind of self-defense on asking, huh?
What me have, you know? Look how him have him head and then let them put him for a knee down. Come here, do that video without this, you know.
Yo, brother, me I tell you, you know.
Oh, you can't wicked, so. Then them man have woman a cow them there with. Them man can't have no wife or nothing. They can't have picnic. Let me tell you something. Before you do anybody anything, you have to always put yourself in them shoes. Believe it or not. So if you have, can you come from a mother too, you know? You must have a father if you come from a mother. Or unless a donkey your papa. But you must have a father. Right? And you must have a brother or sister, some uncle or niece and nephew or something. You cannot afford to do these things. You don't have no heart. When you take film life, now wait though. It give you one like Islander. No, you're a dead one. You know, you are got dead. Even me never see nobody live to 200. This is garbage. And this are going too long in a Jamaica, no feet, no stop. You can't go in our force when you're going there if you make it better, not worse. Jason from Portmore and the twin them the piece of shit. Them I lead the squad in a dirty thinking, Jason, you know. Him, you know.
Let me tell you. Hey.
One Makai me a chat, you know. I be a them and those I'm doing, you know. Be a them and thing, you know. In my DC, you know. In that, listen, all him for go, you know. Them for charge them, you know. And them over the side with, you know. Nasty Jason, the twin them no good night, you know. Yeah? This is stop. This need to stop. You understand? Look here.
is investigating. Kirk
You're not investigator, not to come out of this now. We don't hear, never hear the Prime Minister speak on it. And that me tell you, say them evil to get a youth, man. Them too terrible, man. Them very terrible, man. Then you have to stop in a Jamaica. You can't do get a youth. So you know what? The big boy, them none of them now going to police force. I pay get a youth same way. Oh, me I get up and kill get a youth and do this. And me have my youth, them and them thing. Me have gone youth too, you know. Why me I do this? Me want to do this. Them thing and then tell lie. The whole of them to get charged. If you say
The police boy there, where you see shoot the youth. A whole heap of youth him kill, sir.
If I have enough people him kill, if a man even fire for you, and him a try get way, him run turn him back, you shoot him, you know, say, in him back, you know, say, trouble that. Right?
Yeah, man.
You gotta try hold him there, whatever. You might try fire, you know, you this man claim and him not dead, you call for help and thing. You cannot do these things, it's wrong. Can you do nothing, you know, not change Jamaica, you don't make Jamaica wickeder. This don't do nothing.
That's all.
You can't hold somebody with them hand on them head and then you come tell such a lie. That means the camera and they just tell you continue to tell the same sort of lie. Them to stop. That's why I no Google to no good night, you know. Him no good. I remember Owen Ellington never good night, you know. Owen Ellington a schoolboy used to par. Owen Ellington. Schoolboy Richie gonna in the state for drugs. Yeah, because I pay them thing that you remember say in Ellington and Schoolboy Richie in a car with them thief already, you know. Schoolboy Richie go rub it, you know. He wasn't a police in the East station too, you know. He wasn't a police, a criminal. A criminal. And then by the way, once a police, twice a civilian.
Twice a civilian.
Work, it's a work, don't do this. Me couldn't go in a force and you want to come with your bad thing them and draw me. That's no different from a man drawing in a gang. If you there for serve and protect, you're not supposed to there do you kill and collect and I do it work and I do all them kind of little things. Ain't like you God Almighty. It will stop. This not good for your country and God destroy the country. It need to stop. And people need to go to prison for them thing, you brother. Them thing are wrong, man. You know, it's wrong.
Yes.
You know, God, kids, you know. Just put yourself in the position. Remember, you know, you be there right now and you leave the force. You know, more police, you know. Them younger one of them come in and a man teach them something. And give them like 3 police stonks, you know. 5, 10, 15, 20 years when I have your youth to go around them, catch him, kill him like this. You know, you serve. That's a hurt your heart, bad, you know. You have to look what me do. Because you raise up some monster and leave them and I know so them I raise some monster. And who them leave, I raise some more monster and I make it worse. That's why the man can't tell me about no white man and about no racism, you know. Because if we in our country now live with love, this is what we do. Eh? Because you want to be a bully of a man like dirty thinking catches bully them and them. Them and the police, you know. Them and the police, me know them. Them help mash up the thing. That's why them do Ron James this. Because them talk for the rank and file police. So them I say, hey, all right, him not show him on. Them start taking for a socialist. Them start take, remember, you know, if you know worship and Holness, you know, you done, you know. You have to show your hand. I've been over.
Worshiping bomber class. Nobody worship and Holness. Sorry, man. Worship what? And Holness a God, man. How I do them, man?
Well, I want to tell you something, Wayne. You know, when you look on that clip, and obviously as it relates to the police report claiming that this is a shootout, let us process that in our mind as it becomes a mirror that reflected many of these incidents that being reported as shootout, and we see otherwise. Now, that being said, when I look at that, and we are clear video show us what transpired as it relates to the policeman who had done the killing, right? Asked the person to kneel and then have him executed. Now, let me say this. There is nowhere in the law that speaks where a police should be a judge, juror, and executioner.
Yes.
And so then when you see this sort of behavior, right? Such an execution in public view over social media, you know that that is heartless. But what is more heartless, what is really more heartless, is a situation as it relates to Andrew Holness-led government. Andrew Holness, who claimed that every ghetto youth
when him want vote.
Oh God,
Andrew Holness, because I know very well that Andrew Holness had seen this clip.
Of course.
I know very well that the Minister of National Security had seen this clip.
That's fine.
I know very well that the Commissioner of Police would have seen this clip over social media. You understand? It over mainstream media, not only social media. It over mainstream media. We are saying to the Prime Minister, we are saying to the Minister of National Security, we are saying to the Commissioner of Police, being as what it is, what all of us see, how the police force is responding to this. Andrew Holness, who said that every ghetto youth is a star. You see this, Andrew Holness. What is your response? What is the Minister of National Security response? What is the Commissioner of Police response to know that you have men in the police force exhibiting that level of criminality as it relates to them being the judge and executioner? It ought not to be, as it relates to what we had seen right then and there, and what is apparently clear, unknown to the fact that as we speak today, there is no public outcry, and where even the Commissioner of Police comes out and speak on the matter and have a sense of justice to prevail. So what are you saying to us? What Andrew Holness government is saying to us? That Andrew Holness is saying to us that corruption is the way to go. Now, that being said, I want to speak something as it relates to Andrew Holness not responding, Andrew Holness not government not responding to a situation like that, right? And the Commissioner of Police not responding to something like that. But I want to back up as it relates to what Arrow spoke about earlier. Now, as it relates to we looking on the passing of Hurricane Beryl and the condition in St. Elizabeth, I want to go back there for the obvious reasons, because while we are here speaking, the people in St. Elizabeth who suffered the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, they are suffering.
Crisis, my brother.
Suffering. And so then, what we are looking at before Aromatic proceed with that information, which was very powerful, right? Powerfully executed. We have to understand, as it relates to know how the government respond and the government PR that try to play down the situation as it relates to Daryl Vaz. Play down the situation as opposed to the government firstly acknowledge the real problem. Acknowledge that the people need help and don't politicize the issue.
Exactly, my brother.
Exactly, but now Daryl Vaz, no, let us politicize this because we don't want Andrew Holness look bad.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Making Andrew Holness looking bad when Andrew Holness leadership is disastrous to the Jamaica.
Exactly.
The fact of the matter, here we are today, that I think Wayne had a clip where a lady in St. Elizabeth Arrow, an arm line, having a baby. Right? I don't know if Wayne can find that clip to play to make people see that Jamaican people need to see it, man. Where the lady have this baby, and while she was interviewing, the lady has no water. And the lady was asking the gentleman if he could just rub a piece of ice at the baby mouth. Now, if that don't move belly,
that's Christ, man.
If that don't move, if that don't move Andrew Holness, if that don't move Daryl Vaz to say openly, and because
good afternoon and
much more in depth.
Let me say about this one, may I go off of? No, not this one. All right, go on talk.
Now,
another one.
When you look at the situation, right, we are talking about a government who's supposed to be caring. A government who should be caring for the people. And they are seeing a situation that, okay, the passing of Beryl, how should we prioritize?
Beryl victims need long-term support.
All right, now we'll go to that one now. All right, teacher.
Yes.
Yes. Talk.
How should we prioritize our situation? Right? We have seen the efforts that they rushed in terms of making sure that they set up the private sector and persons who have business You understand? They get the resources. I am not saying that, okay, we are not to be keen on getting employment up and running, but why not treat the situation with some sense of equilibrium to show fair and balance as you're responding to the situation? Remember now that even if you set up the hotels and all of those people, the community that you are dealing with, there are people who have to leave from the community to go to work. So then if you want those people to go to work, isn't that you have to address the people's needs? The situation is not wants, you know. It is dire need.
Exactly.
Dire need. And so then when the people are in that condition, as it relates to St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, that, you know, face the blunt of the impact, and where people literally suffer. Just think of this, and I want people to process this through their mind. You are going without electricity for more than 13 days. People, I want for people to think. People who has to defecate, right? And need water to flush that. People have to live with that. Is the government considering that, okay, people need to excrete? People need to bathe? How is that is going? And I mean, you realize the people's situation. And what is the priority? Right? People are saying in St. Elizabeth and Clarendon, right, that they are not seeing any form of JPS workers. They are JPS workers in some areas, but some areas. And we understand in terms of, okay, JPS might be skeleton in staff, and this is one of the reasons why they have to be prudent in terms of their response. Now, if you are skeleton in staff, simple means that seek outside help. Now, Mark Golden from the start of it, and where Mark Golden is not the incumbent government, Mark Golden said the situation must deal with as it relates to the crisis that exists.
Exactly.
Deal with it accordingly as it relates to the crisis that exists. So the crisis that exists, and where Mark Golden is telling them to seek outside help. If you realize that, okay, your manpower is not sufficient enough, or the JPS doesn't have the adequate amount of material. Remember, you know, 2 days prior to the passing of Beryl, the JPS CEO came out and speak of their readiness and spoke that after the passing of Hurricane, you understand, these will be the plan of their responses. We are not seeing that in effect.
No.
We are not seeing that in effect. So we realize that, okay, then, now JPS now fall likewise with the government in the PR campaign. Let me tell you something, JPS.
And them send them out, you know. And send them out. And the Prime Minister, Byron,
yes.
Remember the Prime Minister go up on international news, you know.
Yes.
That too. But I play this and show the because this touch me mad, I play it.
Yeah, Troy,
show me the people them say, you know, be ready, the highest level. And we're gonna just bounce back. I play that again. Holness. Remember, not our word, you know. Not our word, we're the Titans. You know, we don't do tabloid around here. Hold by your word.
Says immediate aid is not enough. Mr. Allen was speaking on TVJ Smile Jamaica Tuesday.
You see these blotches on the babies. There's an outbreak of mosquito infestation in some areas.
St. Elizabeth was among the hardest hit by Hurricane Beryl. There was widespread power outages which disrupted communication channels and significant damage to infrastructure and properties.
I counted 6 or 7 sheets of zinc on my drive into Pedro Plains that were firmly in the light wire right up at the boxes on the post, lodged there. Those will have to be removed. Poles will have to be replanted before they can talk about electricity. And some of the electricity will get to the road, but people live off the road. So there will be light at the road, but not at home.
children too are suffering.
She said, well, can you just put a piece of the ice on the baby mouth for me?
Oh my God.
And then you think about that and you realize, and I gave her a block of the ice that was in the thing, and you see like 3-4 children who were just there at the same time, who were putting their mouth up on the ice.
Group Senior Executive for Corporate and External Affairs at the R.J. Arglina Group, Gary Allen, explains that what he saw firsthand during a visit with the team on Sunday were people desperate in need of help.
You are seeing the hunger. You're seeing that there are different things that they will need. It's almost like a ratio of 3-to-1 houses that the roofs are gone and one that stayed. Churches seem to have been particularly badly affected in that area. And you know that the church is a whole community in and of itself that does a lot of different things for people. So the impact on that is significant. People want to do something, they feel helpless.
The R.J. Arglina Group gave hot meals and relief supplies to some of those affected. The initiative also included a mobile charging station for electronic devices, allowing residents to charge their phones and fans. Mr. Allen says the recovery is going to take some time. He says affected persons require sustainable solutions beyond immediate relief.
What it is that we are going to do to help to recover. People need to be able to have self-sufficiency. They need to be able to go and plant something and be able to look forward to reaping something. I think we miss the ball if we do not prepare them for the next 2 or 3 months. And if we are just so focused on the immediate that we're not also riding and whistling and allowing people to see a chance as to how they will get out of this vortex.
The group is open for donations.
Right, I'm going to show you something too. Because I want to not talk on that, but I want to show you something important. Andrew, I want to show you this. Look on this map, right? You can see where Ann over there for me? You see where Ann over there?
Yeah, man.
And Westland. Now, Andrew, Holness. I tell people just look on the map. That look like Hanover. It's in a landlocked situation with St. James and Westmoreland.
Not at all. No, not at all. Not at all, my brother.
It's sandwich between Hanover, sandwich between.
No, there's no landlocked is there.
No, brother. No, brother.
Look where Hanover there.
They're on a coastline.
And you say it does cut right across. This is the way I tell people. And a prime minister, I'm know better than this man.
Sabotage, man.
No, him not know neither, you know. Him
just don't know. And him like to tell lie. Because him like to jump the guns and make himself be seen.
Exactly.
You understand? But one other thing why I look at some statistic figures, you know. The Jamaica Public Service have 680,000 customers and only 13,000 servicemen. So I mean, you know, when you look at those numbers, they are stark in contrast. So we need outside help to get the power system up and running again so that you can power the water plants and get everything moving. You see, running out and, you know, giving that press briefing to Al Jazeera was the wrong thing because he did not have any idea at the estimate of the damage that would have affected Jamaica.
Yes.
So he find himself with his back against the wall where he felt so ashamed to ask for help now from outside Jamaica. Because himself have everything covered.
Like, I only have the chap. You're him lie. You're the man I lie.
But we know all of that
by
to
the
my boss.
Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who joins us live from Kingston. Prime Minister, thanks so much for your patience and for talking to us at what is most probably a very busy time for you right now. Can you just tell us how prepared the island is and what preparedness you're at the moment?
So the government is at its highest level of alert and preparedness. All our entities that are responsible for disaster and emergency response are mobilized. We have 900 shelters right across the island. I would say that about 90% of them are mobilized and ready. So from a government perspective, the government is ready. The government also engaged in an intensive informationalization campaign with our citizens for the last 3 or 4 days. So from a household level, the Jamaican households have information about how to protect themselves, how to protect their property, and how to respond after the hurricane has passed. My own assessment is that every Jamaican is taking the necessary steps to protect themselves and their property and to be able to recover quickly after the hurricane. So I think the island is prepared. We are informed. Right now, we have started to experience hurricane conditions, but not yet severe.
Go outside, man. Come from front. Move from front of the Titan. Go outside. Go outside, man. Go outside. But put him outside, man.
Guys, this guy's a joke, man.
When we see the little kids, them if you eat ice, I'm already.
This guy's a joke.
National news, you know. This guy ain't get on top of me when I want to talk, you know. Because let me just calm down.
Here now.
Him too long, man.
When it look to the small businesses or the small businessmen in St. Elizabeth and Clarendon and how Beryl impacted on their businesses, we have to talk about that too. Because them going without electricity. Remember that these some of these businesses, small businessmen would have like meat product.
Fisherman them, enough of them are fishermen, you know.
Milk,
right? And as I said, enough of them they are fishermen, right? And if you have fish, right, in store, you're going to need ice. You're going to need that to keep it. You understand? Properly refrigerated. And so then, while we are here talking about, you understand the variances of the impact, right? When we look at that, these persons are going to be so shattered, right? How are they going to be able to bounce back? And the longer they waited, you understand, it is the more financial bind that they are going to absorb. Right, they are losing their business, right, as we speak, right? Because guess what? They are not going to be allowed to operate because there is no electricity. So the importance of getting the electricity up and ready is quite important. I heard Aro, the point that I want to make and address with what Aro said in the beginning was critically important. And let me speak to Jamaican people. Aro said that when you're voting for the PNP, you have to give the PNP a clear win. And not only a clear win, right, a convincing win. Why what Aro said is significantly important. So I want people to get the politics and understand the politics, you know. And I don't want people, some people who don't really understand the depth of the policy. Why Aro spoke about that. This is the reason why Aro spoke about that. Number one, if PNP get a significant win that they now captured, right, a 2/3 majority in the Senate and in the Parliament, it simply means that most of the erroneous laws that Andrew Holness pass using his 48 or 49 because, well, I mean, Dalrymple is not there. So 48, 49 at the time when he used Dalrymple. Yeah, right?
One of the Alibaba minions them gone, right?
Yes.
No gone away still, you know. Alibaba and him 48 minions.
Yes.
You know Alibaba.
Laws and where they cannot be stopped. Because, I mean, they don't need the people, they don't need the vote from the People's National Party as it relates to Parliament because they have the 49 majority. So people need to understand the politics. And so then that, you understand, allow his government, you understand, to pass laws. And that is one of the reasons why Andrew Holness is milling around with the Constitution because it is 49 members that he have, and the People's National Party has 14 members. So there is no way that the People's National Party can stop Andrew Holness as it relates to the implementation of certain laws. So people need to understand the politics, right? And so then if you vote for the coming general election and we give a Mark Golden or the PNP a close win, right? So it's not about PNP winning the election. So I want to talk to the people. I want to make the people know this. It is not about PNP winning the election. It's how we are going to able to make PNP win significantly so that laws like the Muslim law as it relates to the Integrity Commission, Section 53, subsection 3, that where a report has to be tabled in Parliament before, you understand, the Integrity Commission can speak on those issues of corruption, right? The PNP will not able to fight that even if the PNP in power, so people need to understand that. So if you give them a close majority win,
well, I mean, not cut you, but a close majority win, like maybe 63, or that 63, that's so.
No,
63.
Well, that sound resounding landslide.
It is right.
Them I said, one of those with the 63. You can't just get something and put them outside.
That we not see, because from the ruling.
What you say?
Yeah, man.
All of them to vote out.
Yeah, because currently,
outside.
Everything, man.
Currently,
yeah, this. Don't them walk outside already. And yes. Then when they back inside, you have to put
exactly.
You put
because I cannot identify one good member of parliament from the Jamaica Labour Party that you just say, well, yeah, him deserve it, retain him seat. No, all of them to go outside.
That's one.
It's a bunch of vigilant them with criminal mind and criminal ideas and act in criminality right across the board. They're all criminals.
Because them outside, so them not have nothing for go. They just put them outside. It happened already, man. They didn't never run the election, they never contest in 83. So say I'm gonna have the whole thing around. So but the voter them never put Andrew them outside.
Yes, exactly.
Just put him outside, him for go outside to the whole of them outside. Me no want let them go upon them east side. Them Irish side, them outside. Just put them outside. All of them, bring them outside.
Right.
Them outside.
Exactly. So we don't want people now who don't understand the politics. You understand? And how you are able, you understand, to deal with bill and how bill work through the parliament and work through the Senate. You understand? And put in law. You understand that mean it goes to the Governor General. The Governor General signed off on the bill, and then now that becomes law. So people need to understand the process. So what I am saying, that if we don't give PNP that significant win, right, Mark Golden will not be able, right, to change. You understand?
Struggle to get his way.
Yeah, and then
you're
going to have most of what is going to happen. The GLP is going to play what you call a stalemate politics, right? So anything that Mark Golden want to work on and pass, they are going to oppose it.
Yeah.
They are going to oppose it, because opposing it, right, is to say to the people in terms of their politics, you understand, to say that, okay, all right, the PNP now go on with nothing because them block the PNP from going with anything. So people need to understand. So when you have the People's National Party, right, enjoy a significant win, right, and we give them, you understand, so we give them, you understand, a 63, a 60-3, 60 PNP, 3 GLP. You understand? Because we know it go. There's nothing can stop. You understand? Mark Golden, as it relates to his first 100 days, you understand, to pass, you understand, certain laws, you understand, fix what needs to be fixed, and so forth. So people need to understand that the only thing is going to help us, in spite of all the talk that we are talking, coming on social media, and we talk day in, we talk night out, and we talk. People need to understand that in your finger is what carry the ultimate power. And I want to say to the people that you have to make sure that, you know, you're not only talking, that you are going to general election coming. People need to go out and vote. So the argument that we need to strike is vote, vote, vote. If you see what is going on right now, I see Nikisha Burchell, right? And you know, I said I lift up my hands to that lady, right? In St. James, right? Nikisha Burchell is working. Nikisha Burchell is working so hard. She's visiting all the areas. She's making the efforts in trying to, you know, gather what she can gather, right? And help those people who are suffering. I know that Nikisha Burchell is doing that, right? Nikisha have been on platform, right? So for persons, and let me use this platform. Let me use this platform, the opportunity of this platform, right? To tell people that as best as, you know, you can support Nikisha Burchell, right? Support her mission. Her mission is important as it relates to critical help that she's offering to people, right? Other plans are in the process, you understand, in terms of aiding her as it relates to her strength and her vision, you understand, and her advocacy, right? That she's advocating for the help, right? Nikisha is on the front line, and surprisingly, that the GLP incumbent government that is there, they are not advocating. And then worse than that is that the hurricane now, as it is in the aftermath, right? The Jamaica Labour Party is using it to politicize the issue. I heard a woman was speaking to a member, right, not to go down to X-Point to give them anything because X-Point are PNP and them go and vote you out anyway. You understand? So care what you are carrying to the GLP. No, people, when did it get to that point? I never know that when Beryl was approaching Jamaica, Beryl is looking and said, okay, all right, the one that GLP and the one that PNP, we're going to blow down the GLP, we're going to blow down the PNP house, and I'm going to left the GLP. You understand? So then when you start to politicize, right, the situation and politicize people, you know, the critical situation with the people, you start to politicize that. So then if you figure, say, okay, all right, is a GLP area that is a PNP area that will get it. So you're not going to run. You understand what needs to be run and offered to those people. You understand? You make sure that, okay, you are focusing on dealing with GLP. Them sort of situation is embarrassing. It's embarrassing to the nation. It's embarrassing to the nation. You cannot be politicizing the situation.
But tell me what,
politicizing the situation.
When people have things, that's right. I forgive her, you know. I wish I talk to Rhoda because me about it. Rhoda shut up about.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so Rhoda have one problem because, you know, wife and mate can be friends most of the time. So Rhoda have one problem to deal with. I will understand that. You understand? We understand that, and Rhoda shouldn't take that because look, you know, this is what the Prime Minister, this is all low them stoop. You have taxpayers' money, and she should tell us that taxpayers' money and my money, I give them neither, you know. And exactly. Your money, you know, look for people like that and talk about PMP and GLP. We never do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. But I'm going to show you the care package, the uncaring package, right? This is what the Prime Minister video and put on him thing. Because they must show you, say, he must feed people and them care package. Them all them love put up. So I'm going to find the care package. By the way, people, this is an uncaring package here. Yeah? Sita, Ministry of Labour, Social Security, look on this. Because stop the bag there, look what this. Remember when you feed the fowl with the Ministry of Labour and Social
yeah, that look like Leah. Big grain there.
Yeah. So sugar tin our eat this. They look like them as people.
Oh God.
But most of them product there don't look like product where really they on the shelf in Jamaica. Some product will look like them come from overseas as you know, relief food program, food aid program. That look like some charity given by Red Cross.
So
International Red Cross.
Now. So them take you for goat. If you tie this on your house up and rain fall and then it soak down on you with you, can you mash up your thing them already? This and a zinc and thing the Prime Minister care back, you know, this.
You see? You see them?
This every day, this can't take out this. Yeah,
all right. You see the reason why the lady will have to go sit down on his zinc now.
That's why I said sit down on her zinc. Look on this.
And
now.
I mean,
right.
I've never
see the bag there, you know. See the bag there, you know. This is the bag. This is the bag.
God.
Yes, I'm carrying. Look here. I'm carrying package. Look, and you have a sign feet by the way. Look there. You have a sign feet. Look here.
I mean, you know, you don't need a video highlighting these things. You don't need video to highlight these things.
Sign for little food, bro.
For one day, you know.
Sign for little food.
Look here.
Sign for little food.
Look what the people gonna give people. Eh? It's a joke. I bet they carry a little check for give them. Look there. No, you tell me if I've not seen that. You tell me.
We know them always do these things, you know. Rather than give the people them the money and let the people them, you know, access what they need. They always carry some uncaring package. You know, and just, you know, do a lot of PR, video scenery, and put it up on them page and carry out like so. Well, then Jamaican people are some stupid people who don't know not good, and this is something that will benefit them for the next 2-3 months. When you have people go through them situation here, you cannot give them that as a care package because that is not even a good belly full. Because what I see there, you know, if you have a household of 5 and 6, you know, where that go?
Here you go. Here you go.
You understand?
I'm hungry.
And most household in Jamaica, you have that amount of people living inside.
And more.
A single home. And more. So this is just a PR that has no weight.
Let me show you something.
Going for it. It's a disgrace.
Let me show you something.
It is.
Here, Mystic just talk about it. Just imagine. Look on the house, them in a down there, in a center this way. You know, in a pit latrine around there. You know? So you have a flush toilet. But remember, without the light now, the water now run because it needs the pump.
Yes, no water.
Okay. All right. So you don't have no water, you don't have no light. But you still have to use your toilet. Can you imagine how your house stink now? Just imagine with the stinking meat, plus you have to use the water, you don't have water for beer and them things. Want to all them old people who are sick, can't get them medication, it's wet up on them things. The people going to dead. Mosquito get up on there, you know. People talk to me every day, Andrew, you're evil, you know. And then there were falls, run out and say 96% electricity. Then him come back, come take him murder and I blame JPS. Come and have it, you know. Come and burn him out and then him come back the next day and I blame JPS. And that's that bullshit. I know for them style that. Yeah, with him wife so kind. Kind wife Canada and Santa, you know. See? This is Sharky response. Kind man, woman must be so kind. Canada and Santa. You understand? So daddy boss blue pill. At the boss blue pill, you know, the blue pill. You know, you have some people you call Dapper Dan. Run out, come say what you want, say no, and say something different. It's a sin. This is a perfect. Hey, listen. Can you imagine people that are 2 weeks? 2 weeks, you know. 2 weeks. When's the gonna make 2 weeks? 15 days. What are this? This is a sin for people. This is more than sin. And then him come back and say, well, the pockets on this, on that, people take sleep market. Them people, I mean, nobody no good. You see, if on the PR, allow them run after the PR, boy. Can't do with people them this.
That's it. What those sick people them to win, you just touch and Mystic just touch about the water crisis.
Yes.
And all them proper hygiene and to use the toilet. So you have spoiled meat, dead animal, and remember now people have to go bush for shit. And that's gone down too.
Water now,
Yes.
Can no water no did it, so people have to go bush, go in a bag, shit pan paper, newspaper, and dash away.
You know them house.
No, when they fly, go pit, go the dead meat, they fly and go up on the shit, and the little thing where you eat now, then go pitch for everything around your surrounding, brother. No germs that pan the people, man.
Yeah, man, it's to have an outbreak of some form of, you know, disease.
You remember, say you have some pit latching, but then people have no bag enough paper with them, and them can't get to come out because they go them dead black. So if you have a flush toilet, but it can't flush, can you imagine how it bung up in your place thing now? That's if you're managing. You don't have no pit toilet, you know. And you can't dig a hole because you have neighbor behind you and neighbor front of you. Remember another bush, remember them part in a center is bit nice, you know. Where it's like a square land, like in a scheme, so it's nice. So what you gonna do? You can't run, you know, you do. We don't know how you manage. All them people you manage.
Why? All me know, you know, whole heap of bag, wheel and toss. But Mr. Lie, you don't stop it drop on and so
yeah. I remember back in the days I go to school when tambourine time come in and the woman them, you know, put the tambourine them in the bag and put the little sugar and tie it. You know? As it relates to this government, you know, this government never have a contingency plan for the hurricane season, you know. And I mean, it's a government that in office for over 8 years going on to 10. And we have had more than one hurricane during the time that they are serving in office. So this just goes to show the level of, you know, thinking within the GLP government and how very little they value the citizens' life. Because you should have had mechanism in place to combat such disaster. You understand? So we should have seen humanitarian people on the ground. We should have seen relief workers. We should have seen the servicemen. Them. But I want to tell you something better. I hear the Titan boss and when I'm early edition, you know, speaking about policemen out there face the teeth of the hurricane. Police and soldier, you know. Google 2, Muled, say them out there and face the teeth of the hurricane. Now the hurricane and chop 3 and 2 light posts, lift off roof. Now, which part of a little policeman and a soldier can in a hurricane and face the teeth of it?
They have special vehicle?
No, they're on the ground. They're on the ground. They're on the ground. It's like going through, you know, all these affected communities and parishes. But they're on the ground facing the teeth of the hurricane. This is how the man them lie.
Them lie bad. Look at this. Look at this. You see that I post here, people? Just now, me like break something. This is in a 2nd Avenue that in above here. Them just fix this. It's a brother named Baye. It's a Baye gate this. Them just replace this just now. Just right now. Me I tell them something you know. Them just repair this in above being a Portland just now. We are talking.
Okay.
2 weeks that I don't for. Them just repair it. Just now. And then I watch me, you know, so I show them say the eagle fly because you know the eagle can't tell you where them dust do. I mean, them are jump up and down and say, then him know say we repair this, or him up on live and I say we just repair it now. Remember with us, man, don't think them just repair this now. Just put it in. Them just move the light post and put in one. Just now. Continue live.
Most of the clearing up, you know. We go on to Jamaica, you know. And the ordinary citizens them do it, you know. Because there was no people on the ground to do all of these work. So the people were mobilizing themselves into helping themselves to make it easy when the authority would have come in now to give that bigger push. But no authority now come to the people them needs. It's like them a waiver. You understand? And all you can hear is lies upon lies after lies. And it coming from all various sector within the government. Google to Muled, lie minister, and the minions them like Falls and the whole of them. Everybody have a different version. You understand? So the people are not being, briefed properly. And there's no expectation that been made, put on the table. So the people are looking for this to happen within a relatively short space of time to relieve them from the plight of the hurricane. Because, we are at what now? 2024. So if we, everybody will get ready and embrace themselves for 2030 when we're going to be first world country. So people are eliminated with toilet. So everybody have them flush toilet. Everybody have them refrigerator. And without light and water, these two, commodities don't exist. Don't exist.
Exactly.
So a lot of things has gone down the drain. Because if you even have a bar, all the liquor them will dip on ice, When that ice subside, all of them they can't drink, them spoil. You kill you. You understand? The meat them gone. You look at vegetable them gone. A whole heap of things. But there is no remedial thing in place to alleviate the strain on the people them. Because I use the numbers them 680,000 customer to 13,000 workers. And remember, some of them work at the and the man will go up on the post. You understand? So we want to know what is the technical workforce within the JPS. Because Jamaican public has been shortchanged, and they are paying one of the highest electricity bill anywhere in the world. But them shortchanged because the JPS, from it being divested, it's been going back where they are not reinvesting the money so to provide adequate electricity. People are get blackout all up when there's no storm or nothing. Them like just go off every minute. Because there's no reinvestment and there's no commitment between the Jamaica Public Service and the government as to what level of investment that you have to put back to service the need of the country. It's like them just give them something and say, yeah, well, take this off and we can't bother with it. And these people just raise up the thing, hype on the people, but not providing any new infrastructure to give a better service. So we have a dilapidated government serving Jamaican citizens, robbing the country, awarding themselves big pay increase, and still not performing. Good? Him said the country not running well. Well, I can tell him said the country is not running like even a reservoir. You're lucky at about well. Mr. Reservoir. Well, I want like a small something that can even serve one community. And the big race where you give yourself a reservoir that.
Which is
but
right.
You come and talk about the country not running well. The country not running like a hey, watch an Andrew Holness. You have to go in, man. Leave because you don't fit the post. Because we think we have prime minister material. We have a criminal outlaw. Everything you do is bandit priority. Peer criminal element you have around you. You don't have anybody of any consequence serving in your party. All of them become outlawed criminal.
Exactly.
Them need to write them name on cardboard and nail it on tree. Wanted. And put bounty pound head on a criminal man. Enough for go now.
Well,
Beryl showing up, you know. Yes, Sarah.
Before you come in, because we're not taking up, we don't ever play this yet. I remember next week, Friday, I want to play this, you know. But you get so act right now. Remember where the Titans, we not play around here, Andrew. We not play with you. We not big friend around here. Titans this, we not big friend. Yeah? Play this.
Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, in association with the Global Jamaican Diaspora Council, presents on the 26th of July 2024 Jamaicans and Friends of Jamaica. Join us in conference as we speak against corruption, crime, poverty, failed healthcare, poor education, and injustice in Jamaica. This takes place on the 26th of July at 1320 Ellesmere Road, Ontario, Canada. This conference starts 3 till 10 p.m. Guest speakers on the day: Wayne Lonesome, Will Rattigan, Mystic Sensation, Herb Nelson Jr., Aromatic, Sister Maria, Jamaican Carlos, Dr. Rupert Francis, Jeffrey Tavares, and more. This is going to be a very important event for all Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica. Don't miss this event if you care about our country. Jamaicans in the diaspora, we can make a difference.
Our war is next week, Friday.
All right. Right, just heard it.
I remember when I play with them, you know, people are dying for Friday coming up. Yeah, I'm not going to see it live next week, Thursday night, right here. Because, yes, we're going to write that song. Because Friday that. So next week, Thursday night, we're live, right? That's so. You know, I'm not gonna say other people, I'm not gonna say Ratty them and things, but the Titans, you know, Ratty come back. The Ratty the ramp, I don't know, but Ratty, next week the Titans are live that way, you know. No playing around there, you know, when Ratty I run them wicked and no go away.
Are you boots up, Ratty, you know?
Exactly. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. In terms of my flight, you know, I'm coming in Friday morning.
Oh, yeah, Friday morning.
Yeah.
All right. So, in Friday morning flight. So, the next time we still have to run with Titan. So,
okay.
You know that go.
All
right? So, yes. So, you know, we still, but we are there. Yes.
So, all right. Let's go back to JPS, because we see the government made some priority of giving JPS like 50 million. But it was the same administration who just have a shortfall in their budget.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have a shortfall recently in your budget, or you come up with 50 million US to give JPS, where did the money that come from?
Why them give them?
Where did the money that
I was gonna ask why they give that 50 million to them.
Why?
Is it for their bill? Is it the government paying this bill to them? Arrow?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What is JPS? Because if this be the case, you have to look out for JPS and you have to look out for the people. Because of JPS negligence, that's why a lot of people who are not supposed to out electricity. So how you're gonna compensate one who caused most of the problem, and then the people who are suffering no compensation? This administration.
But why would the government compensate JPS?
No, but hold on.
Those are the things, bro.
You're right, mad. People are paid when you JPS, one of the most shared in the team. Remember, taxpayers' money not supposed to come to because we're not charged for these things.
Exactly.
Yeah, you understand that.
50 million, you say? That's 75 million.
Yeah, I forgot to dig that.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Look up that talk on it, because look it up for me there, because the Prime Minister a madman.
You are real thing, man.
$1 billion,
Real thing, bro.
Arrow, send that to Lonesome now. You have it?
Me have it right at and right now. But the man, that the JPS them will get, man. Government will give that to the JPS, man.
I think.
Yeah, man, a real thing, man. I don't know
Lonesome have go fact check that because them boy they lying or they must say them a give that money they to take pressure off of them and them not get nothing, you know. But the Titan boss to fact check it.
Them said JPS to tap into 50 million disaster fund for restoration.
Lonesome we have it.
But why would the government give JPS 50 million as a disaster relief fund? To do what? To put back the light posts them in place? No, that onus is on JPS.
Minister Darvas said the Jamaica Public Service Company will be able to fund its power restoration effort through a 50 million electricity disaster fund. So let me see who have the disaster fund.
I never know we have them type of fund in there.
And then hear that, Byron.
Yesterday them talk about
the one that sleep, man.
I tell him, brother, I kind of puzzle my brain, bro.
Yes, difficulties.
Yes, and I've got to dig that because that, you know, I mean, the one that sleep me around.
Yeah, man, you have to go down. You have to go down.
But that sound like an emergency package the government to give JPS.
Byron.
Yeah?
You have to go put that on your program tomorrow night. Get some more information on it and put it on your program for tomorrow night, brother.
Exactly. I forgot definitely dig it.
Yes, man.
To me, that coming like a or come up emergency relief package to JPS.
Yes, brother. What are they being compensating for, like?
I don't know. Because JPS is supposed to undertake its own restoration program. Because it's not owned by Jamaican.
You just said it, you know, and we know we pay the highest electricity bill in the world. So, you if you have a problem and we the bail you out.
Holy Pascal Dovry.
Look how him lie again. Because this piece of shit, when they files him, after him come and say 96% couple days ago, in go back at JPS said this, and then yesterday, see the 16th, 2 days ago, right? The 16th, him say them restore customer to 94.6%. Yesterday, that this cannot be because this can't be. This files it bogus, lie again.
96.4% restoration.
Yeah, almost
yeah, come on, man. You see, these are the things we don't like with them politicians where we have down there.
But
the man them tell lie on every little issues that arise. They're afraid to deal with the reality that is facing them.
Let me say something. You see, to the fact that we catch them in this act line as it relates to the 94% restoration arrow. What's this? You see what they are giving us with the Jamaica index, talking about unemployment.
Man.
Never lie that again.
Same thing that they are doing.
Man, remember we not take stats from labor right now.
Remember them can't do maths, man. Remember them have one of the worst maths professor I teach them,
Yeah, these are the little things that they use to expose themselves.
Exactly.
And when they come around and we spread and put you out there to the people, then you say, me, no, fake news. You say, we are fake news and we the spread conspiracy theory, brother. When we catch you in on a lie and put you out there for the normal man, understand. Because that's what we do around here, you know. The man what use word and swim over them head. We come down in at the level with them and we explain so that they can understand. At them we are talk to, at them we want to get the message and understand everything we want to say. 94% of Jamaica is almost like the whole of Jamaica almost get current, bro.
Of course.
It must have been 96.
96.4. 96.4% Titan boss.
By the way, them say them exclude them exclude. A matter of fact, see that, let me show you. So the same piece of shit was there in 94, 2 days. Let me show you. Cannot my word, coming like when we talk Holness, so remember when I do top like. So I could just show you. These are the same piece of garbage. Attack this. Let me just go in. Yes. Yeah, because we not play that way here. We not call him name. Look here. More want to look, you know, because how this? That the blue pill, right? That the blue pill. So I can't see this good.
Yeah, man. That the blue pill, man.
When I want to read it, man. See that?
All right, put it up some more. We see that.
Excluding St. Elizabeth, 96% of JPS customers have been restored with electricity, leaving some 26,000 customers awaiting restoration. Approximately 32,000 customers in St. Elizabeth are still without electricity, or 83% of the parish. Hey, may I tell you something, sir?
That no make sense. So percentage, everything them just use percentage, them full of crap.
You know what hurt me? You know what hurt me? And every day my heart just it pain me heart to the man. It pain me heart to see the people them. Oh God, man. The people them were in a high place where they lead with country. It's a disgrace, you know?
Yeah, man, very much so.
People them where we elect in the administration to run with country. It's a disgrace. Yo, I want to set up back them, you know?
Yes.
The man then dumb, you know? Brother, them go on like them. Me say, I want the dumbest setup. One of the dumbest administration of ever come out of Jamaica. This administration, brother. Every day them come out, them come prove themselves. More and more and more and more. And when time you sit down and you look on the international scene, because a lot of these things been broadcasting all over the world. And people sit out the people who you elect, government representative who represent the people of Jamaica. And these kind of nonsense, them are come with pan airway. It's a damn disgrace to the country. The man then shred every fabric, every standard, every protocol that the Jamaica people have stand for, bro. It gone to the rebels to see this.
Vaz, aka
brother.
Yeah, man.
The lead
Super blue pill.
Yeah, brother, no, it just painful and embarrassing, man. Yo, may I tell a man, sir.
But you see, he would have to depend on that super blue pill there, you know, because when going within 1983, you know, brother. You know, he would have to depend on super blue pill, because from them time, them ego get the better time, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Because them a boy a dog shit, you know, man. I don't know people vote for all him and put him in a politics, you know, over them life, you know. Any man when name call for rape and murder, you know, man. Not supposed to have no standing for going to parliament, you know. So when you look on all them things, it was a gang supremacy around Jamaica. Because the whole of them dirty.
Criminal organization.
Yeah, man, the whole lot of them dirty. Yeah, one a drugs pusher, a gun smuggler, murderer, rapist, thief, cross the board, them not like the money.
And the list goes
That's
on.
why them not no money for run the country affair. Beryl show them up. Because what them do, them thief out all of the money from the country coffers. Use it for them lavish lifestyle and enrich themselves in a business entrepreneur. We're not supposed to act because you're not supposed to in a parliament to serve. But you run business or award yourself contract. You see all Andrew Holness? You see the whole of them contract the way I award himself. I want the auditor do a complete forensic auditing from the time I award himself the contract till now. And seize all the back of the money there because it is legal.
You know, say the country broke.
Me and you know that.
Country broke, you know.
Me, you know that.
When Andrew Holness then take NHT and couple other agency.
NIS, education tax.
Yeah, and go put it in a SSL.
Exactly.
And then SSL collapse. And this, something another marketing thing. What they may have, the stock marketing thing. Whole heap of them money there, you know. Run pan the stock exchange there, you know.
And that's why they may shoot the money, man.
No, so remember say the thing collapse, you know.
Them chop it, man.
Thing collapse.
And chop.
So we are asked, you know, Byron. We are asked where them money they there. Where then there, the country get back their money because we never tell Andrew Holness and him banga ranks if we go put with money in a no SSL or no stock market, you know, bro.
But
So
Andrew Holness never have the right to do that.
Right.
You understand? It's the same thing with the insurance, you know, my brother.
Yes.
The cat ban thing, you know.
Yes.
Where you know in this world, insurance they have investor.
Exactly.
It could never happen.
Where in this world insurance they have investor?
Yeah, you ask a very, very important question, but I want to extend on this. Goes back to what you said initially in terms of when you started your program and how important what you said is. As it relates to people voting strongly for the People's National Party, right? The only way we can get clarity in all of this situation, right? It is the people have to give us the opportunity in getting that clarity. What I mean by that? The people have to vote in People's National Party significantly, right? So that People's National Party can automatically have the 2/3 majority, right? In the lower house and the upper house.
Upper house.
Right? Now, so watch this in terms of what you say and why it is very important. In order for us to have an understanding as it relates to SSL, that's why I find it that this government want to hurry up and close down SSL. But we have news coming for them. Now, the thing is, we need a forensic audit in SSL. We need a forensic audit in KSMAC. Now, let me, for better understanding, let me just talk to some of the people here. Because I have heard persons saying that, okay, the PNP won the KSMAC, right? And of course, the PNP is at the helm of the KSMAC. And you know what happened to the forensic audit that was promised. People, just utilize some prudency and understanding. Now, Mayor Swaby cannot do a forensic audit just now, and let me explain why. Because it is not the People's National Party in government. Because I heard some flaggers with it too, you know. Oh, then why Swaby not very? He cannot, and let me explain why he cannot.
Government not allow him to.
The Jamaica Labour Party government is not going to allow him to.
And tell them this. Who are the minister local government?
Hey,
Bushra.
Mackenzie.
Bushra.
You can't audit, you know, but the forensic
exactly.
You want them now with us.
You see, that's why I like how Byron explain politics to the people in a simplicity way where them can understand. Go on, Byron.
So what people need to understand that Swaby, right, cannot get any forensic audit done for the obvious reason, you understand, because Swaby, as it relates to him being the mayor, it is not the PNP incumbent government. It is the Jamaica Labour Party incumbent government. The Jamaica Labour Party is in government. And there is no way, in terms of putting a forensic auditors in there, you understand, it needs to be budgeted for. And so then, there's no way Jamaica Labour Party government is going to give Swaby any money for any investigation like a forensic audit to be done. He's not going to get it. So people need to understand the politics, please.
That's why we're telling them to vote resoundingly for the People's National Party to provide a landslide victory, the first in its kind in Jamaica, so that we don't have no problem to go after these illicit enrichment society people in our politics.
Exactly.
And remember, it's not just the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. We want that forensic. If you don't
right
give,
across the board.
if you don't give Mark Golden and the PMP that kind of victory, then the country itself cannot get that forensic audit. And Jamaica itself need a forensic audit. So the ball is in your court.
Yes.
If you don't want them people have to go to prison. If you don't want to see some people in a short pants. If you don't want to see taxpayers get justice, you don't have to give Mark Golden and the People's National Party and the people of Jamaica a significant victory.
And let me just add one line. Let me just add one line, Aromatic. Don't cut you. If you don't want Jamaica to get back its wealth that's been stolen, give the PMP a resounding victory.
Exactly. That's the only way, bro. That's the only way. Me no matter if you want to look on it from uptown, downtown. That's the only way. No fool on yourself. No trick on yourself in front of yourself. That's the only way we are going to get justice.
Tell them. I'm want to start tell them this too. Tell them who can vote get numerated. Don't sit there and think you can.
Yeah. Getting yourself ready. Get ready and prepare for the day when it comes. We don't have no problem in voting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Make sure get yourself ready for that day.
Yes.
And make an expand video them and lead them back to something. Because, don't say the vote. You understand?
Exactly.
No, that can't go on. Please and thanks, Jamaican. Don't be bribed in selling your vote.
Yes.
Bribery cannot pay for your life. A bribery is a small little pittance. Because remember, if bribery is going to be a part of the issue on election day, throughout the campaign, it is just holding back Jamaica because the same taxpayers' money are bribe. Your money are bribe. Them not going to new money will circulate from somewhere else. It's the same taxpayers' money have a bribe. So it's a worse in the country. So forget about the bribery. Just go with the bravery for voting the People's National Party in a resounding landslide victory never seen in the history of Jamaica.
Hear this. You can't, when you touch vote and about us bribery alone. Remember, we come from a history of slavery. Where them buy we ancestors. Buy, pay a fee, buy them.
Yes.
And buy them. So when you sell a vote, it's like you sell yourself. You sell yourself to a man for a rule over you. You have to take that serious. That's not something, if you get your parts in the future, no guy couldn't come to me and tell me about buy a vote. No guy. Because this year, this me. No guy. You understand? I'm hungry. I'm a member of parliament. I'm hungry for the whole time for 4 years. And whatever, when the election come give me 5 grand. I pay me for go on a bus. And this year, this me, You take me for nobody, And any man will sell them road, them come like the old them a back road to, Una not different. Una a shit. Because no boy not supposed to come bribe you, not 5 grand, not 2 grand, not 10 grand.
5 grand, man. A box of boy in your face, man. No care who you, man. Come with you.
No, man.
Come disrespect my constitution, right, brother? $5,000. Eh? I'm back to getting in your face and kicking in your body and move on your man. This me generation, brother. Yes. But what I want to tell the people, I talk to my people, because you don't know, say, I love you, I love you with all of my heart. We're busy like a bees, tired to kill we, walk. Exactly. Still find some time, man, because I have a sincere love for my people, because nobody to me like my people, nowhere to me like home.
Exactly.
But what I want to know for look on, You see what they go on at St. Elizabeth and Clarendon now? The next time, I can't St. James, I can't Hanover, I can't Kingston, I can't Mandeville. I can't
St.
any one of the
Thomas.
parish them in a Jamaica.
Yes.
What they go on now. You understand? So none of we know out of the woods. That's what I mean. So listen what me I tell you, say. I want to know for watch what go on. And so if you take sleep and mark that, and if you want to know your friend for your enemy, farm junk and lay on a roadside. The Prime Minister gets some insurance money from the Caribbean. Where them insure Jamaica with taxpayers' money, because they don't get nothing from the cat band, the big 10 million what them appear here. Them get some aid also from overseas to give to the Jamaican people. And your Prime Minister, they tell you no say, him go no loan. Him get aid for go no, you know. And the aid what him get for go no, him say a loan, free money and insurance. What taxpayers pay for, you know, Andrew Holness and the administration pay for it, you know. And you get free money. And you tell we now, so you go give a loan and with free money. So you lend with money, free money, you know, and you go give we as a loan. So we have to go pay back for free money, Byron. Just imagine that, no man.
No, but that's not supposed to not supposed to happen, you know.
Get some money
And I would advise the people don't indulge in this loan scheme with Andrew Holness. It's not a bank.
Wicked, brother.
Do not go into any loan scheme with Andrew Holness. He's not a bank. The money come there to be issued for the relief program.
Wicked, man.
Money, you get 2.5 million for them beg from US. The ambassador give him.
Yeah.
But they are running through something agency because them not really.
Oh, that's the US.
But Aaron,
hold on. Them go find a way, you know. Them go find a way, you know. With me and piece of the money they out of the agency, you know.
Just go. I was just.
They go like them skill like our this a thief in administration and we and you and I know. Them are set up people in a places.
Yeah, man. The man and peace. Yeah, man.
But it's not about the people. Go ahead, Mystic.
Yeah, just like how you mentioned that, Aaron, right? They know say them going to pop off piece of the money, you understand, for assist with them political campaigning to him.
Exactly, and that them I do. It's not about the people, my brother.
Exactly, it's not about the people. And Andrew Holness is doing everything to stay in power, you know, because he knows very well that if the People's National Party wins convincingly, then is going to approach the silver bangle and the orange suit.
And that's over there. But see, we're all going
hold on, let me ask you a question. Because is it true that the St. Thomas Washi seat is going to be a by-election?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it true?
Dalvin for seat now, them never buy election.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Where you ask is
in the time of a crisis.
Because them dead and them walk up and down like people, but St. Thomas people, Paul Bogle people, my people, them. I St. Thomas don't be in a fool.
Go on, man.
So I bribe him and bribe the people them now forget them for voting at the by-election for them.
But then I want the dominance of St. Thomas, so.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, panel. The dominance what them want have over St. Thomas, it not going to happen. Because St. Thomas people, them rise up and them wise up to what's going on. You understand? Because we have, shed so much light on St. Thomas. And they see that the road that them give them when them are boast about them, she said, gone. So St. Thomas not get nothing.
Exactly.
St. Thomas gone back to where it was coming from because all they was advocating and was the road. But that was well.
Yes.
And the people in St. Thomas is currently facing a crisis.
Oh, God.
There is no infrastructure to cater for the young minds of St. Thomas. They can't work in the parish they have to go outside the parish. And there's no road for them to commute back and forth. So St. Thomas need a complete overall, taken away from these criminal elements, put into good hands where St. Thomas can get a facelift and rise from the slum of them. Because one man out there take on the land, you know. So I don't know what the administration are in charge for. Because the next one I will take maybe 2 times the amount where Charles take.
Yeah.
So all the land them want to have out there, it will gone to some criminals. So St. Thomas people, make sure you wise up and rise up to the cause.
Yes.
None of them boy today in the place.
All right.
Them for go away.
See him so.
Because I know say if PMP didn't empower on an eco-friendly tourism thing on rise up out there, it would have continued because PMP is for the people, the common people, not for these big men, the criminals, the capitalists.
True.
So make sure you know what I'm going with, you know. And you know, we just have, we don't have to remind, you know. We just have to emphasize the fact.
Exactly.
Because we know where I'm going.
Yes.
You understand? Because this dictator government, even on a little stage show concert or popcorn keep, we don't have that. Because them a dictator, even on a little joy, them are going to move that from around, you know. Them don't want to have nothing. Them want them big friend come in and them rise up some concrete jungle, say a hotel, and take on a local infrastructure on the beaches. Yeah. We have go swimming at some crocodile infested water. We can't make that happen to no St. Thomas people. Yeah? Yeah. Just look what Colonel Charles do with the land them and take that sleep and mark that.
Exactly.
You see what the Prime Minister said down at St. Elizabeth about some grant show, the NHT, to give back some people to build back them house. More the people them listening, you know what I'm saying. You know, it's for who cannot build and some that is going to relocate. I want to know listen when him talking. You know. Relocate.
Relocate. So the land move where them they live on.
Relocate.
Beryl, wash the land where them they live on.
Yeah, you don't know much I can go on there, sir.
If you have your own
me know where my head with that relocation there, but me just want to ask if Beryl wash the land where the people them they live on for them relocate. We think I rebuild. We think man just stop at rebuild. When gonna relocate? So I'm on the south coast for the hotel.
Aye.
Byron, what you say?
All right. Here what me I say now in terms of the wrapping up. You understand? Going back to the pivotal point of what our objective is for tonight is telling the Jamaican people, right, home and abroad, for us to make the preparation in terms of, right, making sure that we are setting the way to vote for this coming general election. In terms of all of everything that we have done, disseminating the information, processing the information, dissecting the information for you, right? All of this work that we have done, if we are not translating this into winning the hearts of people who understand the dilemma that we face and need to have an understanding that we need to put a corrupted party out of power, right? And vote for a People's National Party, right, who believe in nation building. Then that situation must have to have an understanding that what we are doing here, right, is for the purpose and the objective that we need to transcend this into people voting for the People's National Party. Because if we, in terms of all of what we have done here, if that is not translating into vote to defeat the Jamaica Labour Party, then none of this makes sense. None of this
Yeah,
makes sense.
them, Byron, even them don't make sense. So them know Sir Andrew the lightest man of the world.
Yes.
Nothing compared to him. Him teach the devil to tell lie. So Andrew the lightest thing in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, lightest thing. And then them have henchman them with him. Go and mash up the whole place. And everybody know that.
Yeah.
He might have nothing but 97 by him just a book and turn a little thing by him one of the richest man down there.
Yeah.
A joke, brother.
Exactly.
Eh? And him dangerous and him not in a poor people, him use them. Use them. Slave master, him use people.
And I see how the brother work. Yeah. Remember, I said the brother like we, you know. The brother come from Spanish town, you know. Remember, I say Andrew Holness, the man on body neither, you know. Andrew Holness come from the squalor in the rubble, you know. Andrew Holness them poor and poverty, you know, like the whole away, you know. And Andrew Holness come out of a barrel and dash Eileen up and the rest away, you know.
I'm dangerous.
I like how you exemplify the barrel aisle. But I would have go bar a pies them throw up a woman at the barrel, man.
Like you
come out of blood.
You are you know. Or else you're crumbing a barrel business, you know.
You know.
I tell him, I will talk to you, Holness. You might talk about you and crab them and the one of them, you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're going to pick up for the PSO, Jay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Exactly, lonesome.
Yeah,
man. Listen, exactly.
You try to use the when name Dread Peanut. And then, you know, watch your thing. Him so like, hey,
Man, I youth ambassador, brother.
Him lie, him just lie.
Man say youth ambassador. I watch you. Remember, man,
ambassador.
I watch you. I watch your thing.
Yeah,
I watch your thing. And it's positive. And I want you to be, you know, ambassador, like a role model, and continue to do what you are doing. And Peanut Dread, they tell you, man, so your vagina for me, you know. And if you don't give me one, I'm Peanut Dread,
to the girl. Hey, girl, how you do? You want me bust your throat?
I'm a thief, I'm a criminal, and
But what I know? You're the one when knock down Andrew Holness now. I went Peanut Dread same time, go on a plate of food.
Yeah, wait, what's that going on? Wait,
hey, yo,
I'm a thief, I'm a wicked, I'm a bad man.
Yeah, man.
After Andrew Holness came in a parliament,
Peanut Dread make sure make them know so them a what kind of man. Them a what kind of man. When Peanut Dread call them what kind of man, Sepulchre. Half a man, half a demonic.
Give me figure around you with bumbo clock peanut and pick up.
Run it, Dread, brother.
Right? But they walk and sells, buy. Me give you money to put down. And bust man for bust me blood clot and you have that, you know. But if you think you bad, try that blood clot. Come ready for them, you know. Right? Because why the blood clot system has support? Because the money enough for in front food. You can't put paper and metal in front bumbo clot food. Food is life. You cannot survive without bumbo clot food. So how you gonna put paper and metal in front food? Eh? Now when you create the problem and come tell me to chat fucker. Go talk to the leaders, you know. Right? Help me. Stop sell water, stop sell land, and stop sell food. And free up the blood clot people and top crime. Right? So I not fight the beggar, I not fight the thief, because me a beggar, me a thief, and me lie and bad mind and believe in a gun and walk up here, I not good crime, right? So I not fight the beggar, I not fight the thief, because me a beggar, me a thief, and me lie and bad mind and believe in a gun and walk up here, I not good blood people and top crime, right? So I not fight the beggar, I not fight the thief, because me a beggar, me a thief, and me lie and bad mind and believe in a gun and walk up here, I not good. A bumbo clot, and if you do them, me and you can't be friends. Cause that the leaders them are do. Them is mechanical man. We call them occult secret. Large man, them half of them are ghosts and half of them are human beings. And then jail and prison and
We
gun
love
and police
a
and
bad
soldier.
area,
We beat
boss.
the people with gun and walk up them in a good. A bumbo clat and if you do them me and you can't be friends. Cause that the leaders them are do. Them is mechanical man. We call them occult secret. Large man, them half of them are ghosts and half of them are human beings. And they have them jail and prison and gun and police and soldier. We beat the people them and shot them and kill them to hear what them say. So badness them are deal with the people them.
Oh God.
No law business, no blood clot government, no diacom, no government, couldn't government a country with man a fuck man. And he no hang him. So Batman government, me couldn't hold me sense me a bomber clock vote in a boy. For me born, me never do it. A pussy clock. Me not vote for a Batman. We have lesbian and Batman in country. I want to say my leaders. But governing can't even govern a plate of bomber clock food. We have lesbian and Batman in country. I want to say my leaders. But governing can't even govern a plate of bomber clock food.
Yeah, no, give it to them a peanut bread, how you mean?
I want to say my leaders. But governing can't even govern a plate of bomber clock food. All the wickedness for the people them do, me can't blame them. Who do it? Now the system now flavor we now. You see we are in bandage. You see we in a captivity. If a man make money put in front food, no bad prison that you in a love. Where you go get money? You have money machine. You can't plan money. A man head tap the bomber clock fruit tree them in. Now you not hurt. They're in charge with nothing. Now share with share like how we heard share with you. Human being fit dead by the blood clot million yard chat. You know.
Don't get peanut bread mad, you know.
Man, woman and child fit. Now you not hurt. They're in charge with nothing. Now share with share like how we heard share with you. Human being fit dead by the blood clot million yard chat. You know. See? Man, woman and child fit dead by the million. No, we know them nasty, dirty, stinking, wicked bomber.
Easy, brother.
No, the ambassador.
Yeah, you mean? Yeah, man. Hey.
The prime minister take and carry go along in a private house, you know. Another, you know, Radam, Mr. Radam, peanut bread. What that there? That's not my word, not my word.
Look like him never hear when peanut bread say half my ghost. Peanut bread say half of the prime minister ghost.
Oh God.
However, the root cause, organized violence from gangs, is always trying to push up. However, the root cause, organized violence from gangs, is always trying to push up the murder rate. It is a continuous struggle, but we are building the capacity to overcome the gangs in a sustainable way. We are going to radam the criminal gangs.
No, listen to this.
The original Mr. Radam is here with us. Peanut dread.
That goddamn disgrace, Andrew. This is how you're carrying a year, say you're not good. You can't even give a plate of food. Can't tell him not good. This alone embarrassing. To me talking. And this in the want, you know. Look at Radam. Look at us. Well, I'll show you the next thing and then we're talking. Quick. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's about
Grace.
Why people don't love Radam so much? Radam take over the whole social media. We are backward, man. What do you mean? Why people don't love Radam so much? Radam take over the whole social media. We are backward, man. What do you mean? Oh, you mean bicycle lick you down Radam? Car lick you Radam. Bike. Them are not a joke, man. People love it. We are backward. It's not when bad things happen, you have to get fun, you know, brother, right? And when people win money, you feel laugh. And when people are dead, you know, see, your life them take on me fun. Why people don't love Radam so much? Radam take over the whole social media. We are backward, man. What you mean?
Oh, you mean bicycle lick you down radam? Car lick you radam. Radam. Bike. Them are not a joke, man.
People love it.
We are backward.
So Prime Minister, you're backward, yeah? And I did say backward. You're pretty not doing now, kind of like a thing. Because you say, you know, you don't want to do this.
He just using because
the ideas. And then him have a gilly. You know, the one where Big Mama sent out. The one Big Mama I'm not using either, you know. Because Big Mama if you pay a bill. Big Mama there. Big Mama, where you there? See Big Mama here, you know, man. Watch Big Mama.
You want a bicep to me?
Bicep to me.
Yeah. Like pull him and put him up one to himself. Big Mama. Eh?
Them want like the pole where Big Mama they pan.
Eh? Big Mama. And then
you know?
They look them say
the pole they need for light, brother.
And them say Gilly now.
You know?
Gilly what? Gilly now. What's the Gilly them now, Gilly?
Which is right.
Headless, yes. See? Yes. They have real police got trained. Where you look police, you know, getting a stripe. Where you look, them take Magla. You know the one on named Magla?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And that we alone a Magla. When me look, you know, in a soup or something.
Lonesome, hold on there. Lonesome, let me just ask you one question. Him never did kind of ease out, but me see him back round Google to new lead. Him job back, him come. Me no hear at the same people, them they tell himself he cool off, but me see him back round Google to new lead now.
Go to us, you know.
Corruption, you know. That, you know, Andrew Holness promote corruption, you know.
Yes. So that's
corruption is right with corruption, you know.
Thing there. Well, line up and make sure you get your numerated and get your thing them proper and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You know, your only way out.
Run Big Mama and him propaganda machine. No more PR.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only way out.
Yeah, man, we have to take down the empire where I run Jamaica, man. We have to bring the empire to its knees. So-called empire, man. You know me I talk about.
Which is right, man.
In them dominant ways of rule of running Jamaica.
Man.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
It's a criminal organization.
But
run by Andrew Holness at the head.
Yeah, man. We have to bring them down. Yeah. The empire of criminal organization. Because I know with all some PSLJ boy and I too, you know. Yeah. Don't feel like them not unite, you know.
He's the
and them are the real orchestrator for it.
He's just the puppet for them. And Jonas is the puppet for the PSLJ.
Yeah.
By the way, let me just say something now. Whenever I say that night, I know make me go and go eat my big because we got.
Yeah, which is right.
Hear this now.
Right.
Mandela.
That's right.
Happy even earth strong Mandela because you're a great man too.
Yes, it is right.
2 minutes from now, I'm Akiji earth strong, you know.
One of my idols.
No, the 90s. Yeah. So Akiji, happy earth strong when it come. I remember the 20th of my
yeah, man. Yes, Akiji. Titan say happy earth strong, man.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Earth strong.
15 minutes. I know.
Long life, Akiji.
Yes. The leader, you know.
A true troubadour.
And the next day.
That will always be.
Yes.
For the people. Long life again, Akiji.
Yeah, which is right.
Titan.
Hey, Mystic.
Blessings.
Yeah, man.
Honor and respect, brother. Lied.
All right. Yes, man, the brother. I'm there, man. Yeah.
community like Flower Hill has never had water for 38 years.
Yeah, my brother.
Freedom fighters and the real revolutionaries.
All right.
Lonesome. Yeah. I have a word with you. You know.